I will hop on Roll20 as soon as I'm done toasting my toast.
Sounds
You mean
good.
toasting your bread? Because if you toasted your toast, then toast is done.
He's sassing you already.
No, it's bread. I remember this thing where it was like.
Clearly, I need to stab him.
Yeah.
No,
I've got to get it. I've got to get it out of me.
Sorry,
clearly
Quentin's being annoying. Clearly, I have to stab Moonbiter.
Yeah, clearly.
There you go.
I've got to get it out of me now. So I'm
We
still
need-
in that bit of.
Quick, a deception check. Stab Moonbiter. Okay.
What the fuck?
Quentin, stop making me do this, and just keep stabbing Moonbiter.
You're making me do this to him.
No, I've got to get it all out of my system because Quentin's still quiet like how he was last week. So I'm just like, I need to get it out of me now.
You're just like naturally like that?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Hopefully in a good way.
Sure. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I do end up being like sarcastic quite often. Like it's just a thing.
No,
Sarcastic? Never.
I know, right?
I'm definitely the type of person who likes hanging out with people who talk a lot because I don't like to talk a lot. So it's like,
Take me to a cocktail bar with a hot barman, and I will talk for the world and flirt like a slap.
There.
The friend that I was
to
visiting.
do at a cocktail bar?
Are we on stream?
Yes.
I don't care.
Advertisements suck.
Yeah. I mean, we have like one viewer, but we are on stream.
Well, now they know.
Now they
It's
know.
Gucci Gang making sure.
I bet you it's Mars selling this as well. I bet you it's Mark Watch. Just to keep up.
I don't think it's Gucci Gang.
Watch out for the advertisements. What should I put on my toast?
My default's honey.
Enjoy butter.
Oh. I can't have butter
Or cheese.
or cheese
Cheese is good too.
or anything delicious.
Lactose.
Then eat toast.
Actually, it's dairy. It's not lactose. It's weird.
Dairy intolerant rather than okay. Interesting.
Because even lactose-free stuff makes me really sick.
Okay. Because I'm lactose intolerant.
Same.
But I've never...
Lucky.
I know, it's like we're normal humans.
I know. Like,
I'm not gonna.
I wish I could take a fancy pill and eat ice cream.
You assassin lactose.
I'm not gonna lie. I had someone at work who was lactose intolerant and still would have hot chocolates, and
Yeah.
I was like, "But you're gonna end up with an upset stomach." He's like, "I don't care."
Yeah, that's pretty much how I am.
That's me.
I'm like,
I will sit there and
I'll
eat
just-
a 2-liter tub of ice cream and then cry for 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, that was me once upon a time.
Yeah, I'll
And
be
then it
in
was not so bad.
I'll be in a little bit of pain, but I'll soldier through it. I don't have bad lactose intolerance. It's more just like uncomfortable.
Ugh. I wish.
All right.
There's me eating the not cookie dough, cheesecake Ben and Jerry's, and it's like, "Ah, poor you."
All right, wrangling it up. Get everyone started.
Yeah, I just finished.
For
Brunch.
this week, the scribe is no one. Are you okay scribing no one?
Can I eat my breakfast first?
Well, I mean, it would be after the game. Usually what I do is just have a notepad open and jot things down as I'm playing when I scribe for other games. But yeah, no, you can post it. I mean, some people post it right after. Some people want to make a thing out of it. It's up to you how you want to do it. I
have a terrible memory, so I will have to write things down as it goes.
Is this your first scribe?
No, I've done it before.
Okay.
I was just as grumpy about it last time.
Oh, all right. All right. Well, before this, we had Philia doing scribe duty for last week. Philia, do you want to give us a quick recap of what happened?
Quick summarization of what I wrote down. Give me a second. Basically, everyone was injured. Everyone was a little bit injured, but we're all recovering. Durano was a badass. Basically, was firing arrows like a madman. Um, Basically, it's the new family because I know I kept getting confused. It's a new family that they found basically, and then after examining the farm, Moonbiter and Duranu found supplies. That Moonbiter was like, all right, I'm going to sell this stuff or donate. I'm not sure. I'll see if I get there. And Philly and Quentin were trying to figure out where the kids went that basically had left track marks that they escaped during, I guess, the whole entire ordeal beforehand. Um, in order to find the kids, everyone's worrying about the team or the group tries to see if it's split up or not to go deal with our payment from Blackwater and the Blood Hand. Uh, I believe Marcy and Quentin go to Blackwater, which it turns somewhat chaotically since Quentin's terrible at lying. Um, and then Moonbiter and Philia go to the Blood Hand and figure out what have they figured out? Um, that Blackwater, Cynthia from Blood Hand, and the guy from the Iron Tie used to work together, but went separate ways due to clashing of interests, I believe. Uh, they copied all the information. They kept the original copies and they copied them. They gave the copied information to Blackwater and Cithril, and I think that's really much it. Oh, and Gloria the donkey. So
All right.
What
Yeah.
happened to Gloria the donkey?
she's existing and she's valid.
Agreed. Okay, I was concerned there for a moment.
That's where the real concern is for the donkey. No, as far as I know, the donkey is still at the Darkwater Inn, being fed and living a good life.
Okay.
I think you all put it there when you first arrived in town.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, it is the.
And so far, I'm the only person that's ever checked on her, so shame on the rest of you.
Hey,
there you go.
thoughts
Shame.
and prayers. Okay,
Shame.
thoughts and prayers.
Oh, medieval Facebook, here we go.
Yeah.
I
So
don't even know you've got a donkey.
Medieval Pete is coming after us.
yeah, you found the donkey when you were saving Melody.
It was
in-
a hobgoblin's donkey, I believe, right?
Yeah, it was. Well, it was the property of the Iron Tide, as far as you know, or they stole it from someone. But in any case, it is the 90th of summer at 9:30 a.m. I thought it was later in the day. Or wait, no, I think you had just rested and you were going to go out to look for the child, but it turns out that that Cithril and her
Bloodhound.
people know where he is. Where they are.
Only
Yeah.
Moonbiter and Ophelia know about that. They haven't told us yet. But
Yeah. So when
Lots of
we...
people know lots of different things.
Yeah, well, you all keep splitting up to do everything. So it is, last we did Moonbiter and Philia. Marcellus and Quentin, I believe you were just heading back to the Darkwater Inn, yes?
yeah, because that's what they said we'd meet up.
Alright, so you would probably bump into Duranu in the marketplace. I don't know if you want to talk to him at all, or if you're just going to keep going.
Just give him the 50 gold and
Cold
tell
shoulder.
him that Blackwater doesn't know where the kids are.
Alright, so Duranu, he passes you 50 gold from the reward.
Oh, before the horse now.
There you go. You can buy your horse. And Quentin would go back to the inn. Duranu, you're going to buy a horse and go back to the inn?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you could pick it up for the, what did I say, is 1.5 times?
Yeah, 1.5. Does the other stuff that I need, like saddles and saddlebags and all that, also cost 1.5 times, or is that standard price?
That's all standard. It's just the horse that's more.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
I'll grab that.
So you grab that and head back to the inn.
Yeah.
Okay. Ophelia and Moonbiter, I assume you're also heading back to the inn?
Yes.
Yeah, we've got the information we need.
Alright, so I will say it is 10 o'clock in the morning when you all meet back up at the inn.
I will
10:30.
give them all their 50 gold from Blackwater.
50 off 100.
No, because he gave us 50 already. You've got the 100 from the Bloodhound.
Yeah, you
So
guys got the 100 from Cithril. He got the 50 from Blackwater. So everyone, I believe, would have 150 extra total.
Yeah, in total. Yeah.
Make sure you don't double dip on that.
Okay.
Triple dip.
Triple dip.
Oh, yeah.
It's all for me!
Sorry, it's 150 each?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you got the reward for the info from both Blackwater and Cithril.
Okay. You're welcome, guys.
So what does
Thank
the group
you.
want to do? You're all a bit richer.
Am I? Where was I the last, like, little bit?
You've been with the group. I know I had you say a few things. I don't remember exactly what.
She went with Moonbiter, Karen went with Moonbiter and Ophelia, and Marcel went with me.
That's right. Let me see.
He was very, the children might be dead. Don't waste time on them.
Oh, yeah, so... Well, yeah, she was kind of telling Duranu that it probably is a bad idea to go look for children who have been lost in the woods for like 3 or 4 days. That's pretty much what she did.
Might be a bit futile.
That's it.
Wow.
Because, yeah, she assumed that they were probably dead at this point.
Right.
But
I'm
apparently...
going to tell... Sorry.
Yeah, but apparently they are alive. The blood hands seem to have saved them while they were while they were spying on the farm.
So I'm going to say Blackwater told me he didn't have kids. I'm going to tell that to everybody else, and then see if they tell us that Bloodhound have the kids.
Oh.
They have the kids. We need to go rescue them. Attack the Bloodhound.
Do you two mention that Cithril found them?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I assume we give all the information, and also that we have that if we're gonna keep working with the Bloodhound, it has to be exclusive. We can't work with Blackwater at the same time. And then we also give them that the exposition about how originally it was the Irontide, the Bloodhound, and Blackwater working together, and that's why the Irontide's here, and then things fell apart.
Yeah, so, and I don't know if this was mentioned in the recap, but both of them are trying to get their hands on something, which is why they don't want you working together.
Yeah, or working for both
What
parties.
are they trying to get their hands on?
Did they mention that to you all? That I don't remember.
No, I didn't
Okay.
know.
All right.
First, they would ask us to, or at least Bloodhound. I don't think Blackwater mentioned this to the other group, but the Bloodhound specifically said that if we want to keep working together, we have to be exclusive, and then they would give us more information. But the surface knowledge was the three of them working together, then things went south, and so both Blackwater and the Bloodhound are aware that the thing that they're after is most likely at the Irontide camp. But since they both want it for themselves, it's unlikely that they would both allow us to work for each group, since there's something they both want.
At least this is what Cithril claimed.
If that's what they say, then Quinton is going to turn around and say, "That's really weird because that's what Blackwater said. Like we have to be exclusive for him as well." I couldn't lie. I couldn't lie.
So Blackwater knows that we were working with the Bloodhands?
You to Quinton, yes.
No, I don't think I told him we were working with the Bloodhound. I just think we weren't. I tried lying and I failed.
Oh, failed hard.
Yeah, really bad. But I never said we were working with the Bloodhound. I can't remember if Marcel told them.
Marcel says, I did mention it, yes. He says, I did not want to lie. I am not good at lying. And I figured he is paying us, so he deserves to know the truth.
So obviously we can't work for either of them until we know what they're after.
Next time we split
Agreed.
up, I'll go with you two.
Marcellus says, why? I think we did fine.
I believe it. I believe it.
No, I will admit I was really bad at lying. Like, totally drowned, but Marcellus just left me out there like a fish on a deck. Like, honestly,
Oh dear.
it was really bad.
Well, see, Quentin, the trick to lying is
Don't make me do it.
don't make you do it, but also being as honest as you can up until a point.
I was good at the second bit because he said that if we ever get a map, not to give it to anybody else, and I said that I wouldn't. But I didn't say nobody else would, so technically you can all do what you want. As long as I don't do it, we're good.
You also have to keep a level voice.
Yeah, sorry, that's good, I think, because his mic's further away.
Well, Marcellus says, we know that, or I think the children are safe. I don't know if I trust this Cithral's word. We might want to verify that. But yes, now we have an idea of where the main base is. Yet we do still have these bandit camps that are closer by to look into. Should we try to do something about the main base, or shall we look more into these bandit camps?
But this is entirely a situation that has been caused by these two people, by the Bloodhound and the Blackwater, because they both want the dagger for something. So
Yes, but we still have to help this town. I think we should also bring that information to the mayor's attention, should we not?
Well, if you want to do all that, that's fine. But the thing is about the kids, Cithrall already told us that me and Mumbai can go ahead and talk to them later on, so don't worry about that. But why involve even a fourth party into all this mess?
Well, I feel the townsfolk should know what's going on.
So you have more chaos?
So the truth can be told.
We don't know what's going on at the moment. We don't know what they're after. We don't know why they're after it. We need to find that out before we can actually make a decision.
Yes, the more people are involved, the more opinions we get.
We can't.
It's probably best to wait until after the situation's been dealt with. Sorry, I'm like echoing slightly.
I think we are getting ahead of ourselves a little bit.
Yes.
The first thing is, are we going to work for either party? If we do, we have to be exclusive. So that's the first question is...
But I don't want to... Carry on.
We can't work with either. We can't work with either until we know what they're after. They've caused this mess.
So then we just go to the main base ourselves and hope to find what they're looking for? And not tell them we're going to the main base?
Well, what would be the benefit of looking at some of these bandit camps?
More information, more resources.
Whittle down their numbers if we do go to the main camp?
Yes, the fewer bandit camps in the area, the less danger there are to the villagers, I would assume.
But wouldn't that cause the main camp to know that we are coming? And cause them to sort of double down?
Well, the main camp is much farther out. At least that's what Duranu told me. He looks to Duranu. He says it was 3 days away, wasn't it?
It appeared to be. I was quite tired when I looked, but...
So I don't know if attacking the camps here will necessarily let the main base know we're coming. It could... I mean, they could connect those two events, but they could also just think we're trying to help the town. They wouldn't necessarily know we know where they are.
Or we can go and look at the main base, see what sort of opposition we have there. Maybe go in quietly, figure out what they're after. But we can't work with either Blackwater or the Bloodhound until we know what they're after.
He says, I, for one, would feel more comfortable knowing what they're after. Although I will admit their resources would be useful in fighting these Iron Tide. At least if what they've told us is true, then we could be facing an army.
See, I'm not necessarily interested in knowing the what as much as the why. So why is this thing so important to them? Whatever it is.
I also would like to chip in and say that if we, the hired goons in this scenario, jump the gun and go find this item and then hold it hostage because we want answers, there's a chance that Blackwater and Bloodhand both team up against us. And if they do, it's them versus us, strangers in the town. Yeah, we're heroes now, but if, for whatever reason, they decide that whatever they're after was worth getting, who knows what they could tell the town about us to turn them against us.
Why would they turn the town against us? We've already become somewhat beloved to these people.
We know their secret.
Yes.
We know that they're the ones that... Yeah, we know why the Iron Tide are here to begin with. And if we get the item they're looking for and hold it to ourselves because we want answers, who knows what they'll do.
Wait, quick question out of character. Does Carrickville have the dagger?
Sorry?
Not the magic one.
The magic one's the one that Blackwater wanted.
I have the fake one.
Yeah.
It wasn't... She still has it. We're not aware that she has it, but also when she tried to check it out, it turns out that they may have swapped it at some point. So she just has a really good dagger, but it's not the magical dagger she originally saw.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, what does that dagger actually do? Or is it just really nice?
It's just masterworked. If you identified it, do you have the pearl?
Yeah, I that's how I discovered it wasn't magical.
Yeah, so if you identify it, it has no magic powers. It's just masterworked.
Okay, what does the masterwork give me any benefits, or is it just expensive?
It's expensive, and it gives you +1 to attacks, not damage, though.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more accurate.
Like, it counts as a magical weapon for resistances, but it actually isn't a magical weapon, right? Or is it just
No, it's just +1 to attack rolls. It doesn't actually penetrate magical resistances, because it's not magic.
Gotcha.
Well, casually, like, how good of a fake is it? Like, because I saw the original magic one.
I mean, you can give me an intelligence check to see how well you remember the original. Unless you have the feat that gives you, like, photographic memory, which I don't think anyone has.
No. 11?
Yeah, you think it's a pretty good match. It fooled you. It seems very similar from what you remember.
I'm just wondering if I start using it, then will people be like, "Hey, isn't that the dagger?"
Possibly.
Okay, I will then.
Well, assuming they had seen the dagger,
That's
which
true.
It's hard to say. You're not sure how much Blackwater or Sithril know about the dagger, so it would be a risk, though, for sure.
Can I, like, equip it, but, like, keep it hidden?
Yeah, you can just keep it in a scabbard.
I want to use it.
You can say it's at your side. And if you want, you can make a macro for it with an extra +1 to attack for when you do use it.
The point of them turning the town against us. Who cares?
Well, I mean,
that's silly. Then why are we even doing any of this?
Well, not all of us can live in the woods, Duranu. Sleep on park benches.
Well, we don't need to sleep in the woods or sleep on park benches. If we have what they're after, they no longer need to be here threatening the town. We can just fuck off with what they want if we need to. Who cares if the town doesn't like us, if the town is safe?
Yes, but I would rather not have wanted posters for me if the town thinks I'm some kind of bandit or brigand.
Also, because these two groups of people have a wide range of influence, and if we have what they want, they're going to hunt us.
I mean,
Go
ahead.
I'm already a hunted person. I would rather not come to a new town and immediately get hunted again just because we want to do things our own way.
Yeah, Marcellus is looking at you now like, huh?
I'm like, have you met the Iron Tide?
That's
Your former employers. I thought you meant a brigand or something. I see.
Yeah, I mean, well, I might as well be a brigand, honestly. You know, that's what they've turned into because of all this silliness.
You have a noble heart, Moonbiter, Marcellus says.
No.
You've done a lot of good. Don't put yourself down. Gives you a pat on the shoulder.
Okay, I'll take the pat. But beyond that, I say I don't. I mean, this all seems really nice and fanciful and grandioso, but I also don't see the point of doing extra work for no pay just because we have questions.
Go ahead.
I would say if we don't trust either party. Like, I know that you'd rather not work with a blood hand, but apparently the Blackwater are just as bad because they've been working with the blood hand. So there you go. No matter what, we've worked with the blood hand directly or indirectly. And if they really want what they're after, then if we get it, then we become a possible target. If we make a choice, then we'll probably be a target by one, but not both. All I'm saying is that we're making a lot of assumptions about how things will go and how things will just work out if we just take things upon ourselves.
Knows what we're after. We could be after something so dark and sinister that they want everyone that knows about it to die. If we help them get them, what's stopping them from using it to stab us in the back?
Well, but
whatever they're after is valuable enough to put an entire city under siege, to kill hundreds of people. What's the difference between a town and a city?
Well, I would like to go, like we said before, I'd like to go find out about it. But the whole trying to get answers things is where I get hazy, because if we want to get answers about this stuff, we either have to align ourselves with a group, or let them know that we have the item, and that's our leverage to get answers. That's where I'm getting confused as to figuring out the whole situation thing. Like, what do we do after? Because those are all the repercussions of us having this item.
You have old friends in a prison cell. Why not make new old friends for the people that currently are where the item is? Whatever they're after, the Bloodhand knows something about it. We go take it from them, get the Bloodhand to tell it what it is.
So you want to work for the Bloodhand then?
Not the Bloodhand, the Iron Tide. I don't care who tells us what it is. I don't care who tells us what it is. I just want to know what it is. And if I have to ask the questions at arrow point, then I will.
Wait, so you're gonna...
Oh, do we lose?
No, I am trying to process it real quick, and I look at you really strangely. I say, so you want to go, if it comes down to it, just go work with the Iron Tide just to get this information?
Oh no, go kill a bunch of the Iron Tide to get what they have, and then
Gotcha! Get the information from them by force. I understood that you're like, well, we'll just go work with them and they'll tell us, and that way we don't have to worry about anything. And I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Well, if they want to pleasantly tell us what it is and then fuck off, then that's fine.
The heroes of Chaur. So Marcellus would say, I just really wish to help this town. I don't want them to continue to suffer, and I think to do that, we need to stop these Iron Tide bastards.
Why don't we head out to the bandit camps, take care of those, and then move on to the main camp?
You do realize they'd have a full army, right?
Well, you said the bandit camps, like the little ones that we've been attacking already, not the main one. Like, see if we can find more information, and then go from there?
Well, from those papers you found, didn't one of them kind of signify a base in the woods? Like a sub-base?
I don't know, we knew... Oh, the one in the woods. Yeah, I went and I looked at that and I sat there for hours and nothing was there. The one that was in the woods. There was nothing there whilst I was looking.
He says, no, I mean at the house. I thought one of the maps indicated that there was a different base nearby that might be their... Not main base, but their base near the town. Like of these ones who are sieging.
Well,
I don't know. Let me look at it again.
I remember we had the one from the tiefling thing, the one from the whatchamacallit, from the farmhouse, and then we had another extra one. I don't
Yeah,
really remember.
You are
we
all.
have 3 maps of varying detail.
So just
and they
really
all
quick,
had-
you all are in your private room, I assume, right?
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's our default.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. I'm just talking
Do
about
it in
this
the
in front
street.
of
Let's
everyone.
talk about it in the
Yeah,
street.
we're just like
We're just
openly
in
like
the tavern.
The
like,
whole
we
inn
won't
is
work
just
with
listening
anybody.
intently.
Like fuck
I don't
this
know.
About
town.
this town, we'll just leave.
yeah,
It-
no, like I
if
said,
we wasn't
we
in a
would
private
never
room.
keep secrets from anybody.
If we
Yeah,
wasn't in
Mars-
the private unit, I'd be using my telepathy, but
Marcellinus doesn't understand subtlety. He's just saying all this in front of the whole inn.
Oh god.
You all agree with me, yes? And they're all like, wait, what?
It's awkward when Quentin's the subtle one. It's like, no, get in the room.
I mean,
get in the
Quentin
room.
doesn't understand
That's true.
subtleties, so-
Quentin and Marcellinus are just talking about this in front of everyone for different reasons.
And you guys let them go talk to Blackwater on their own?
they did go and speak to... They did a good job. They got us our money, and
We got the money and never said anything really bad. We were
Yeah.
quite good. It was really short.
Okay. I
Well,
believe you.
In any
He's not.
case, I think we should try to figure out our next steps, how we wish to approach all this new information that we've acquired. Do we want to continue to strike out against bandits here, or do we wish to go and try to do something about their main base? Are we going to accept allies, or are we going to try to do this on our own? He says, I would prefer to do this on our own just because I don't trust any of these people now, but I know you all wish to get paid.
alright.
Or some of
there
you.
for a second, didn't catch that. The other option is we can go and
Personally,
kidnap Blackwater.
What?
We could go kidnap Blackwater.
Boo?
Why? What would that do?
That's now.
Whoa.
Now I'm walking away from this. Now,
How's
now I
that?
know there's a spy in the ceilings listening to this shit, being like, "Oh, we got him."
Well, he's a god. He's got mercenaries. Mercenaries are loyal to a point. We can probably sneak into his estate.
And what would we do with him?
Bloodhound would probably be harder.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I look at you incredulously, Duranu, and I say, I don't think that's a good choice. Instead of maybe having, a dagger point at us, we will have a dagger point at us. And I don't think that the Blackwater would have lasted this long with this much power if they only had mercenaries for guards. That doesn't make sense.
There's probably other people in there that we might have to deal with, but we could do it quietly.
But why?
As well
That's
as a 10-foot tall gate to climb over.
Marcellus says that if we were caught, that would put us as brigands for sure, and the town would try to arrest us. From what I understand,
The town. I don't think we're that popular with the town.
well, and from what I understand, Blackwater helps to fund a lot of the town's projects with his own money to gain favor among these people. So it is not as if he is hated in the town.
We could
He's
take
a
his gold,
snake.
tell the town what he's done, how he's caused their suffering.
But but again, we don't have any proof of any of this. It's our word versus theirs.
And that's every noble everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
I, as someone who comes from the courts, I can agree with that. If we just go in there, go into the city and accuse Blackwater, then they will probably ask for proof.
So we should
And
go
they
get
have-
proof and then kidnap him to get him to tell us what it is.
And they
Okay.
always have very expensive lawyers on retainer.
What is this with the kidnapping? You really?
Yeah,
into
at this
kidnapping
point, I don't
guy.
think you care about the town. I think you just care about whatever the item is.
I need to know what it is so we can decide what we need to do with it.
Well,
If we don't know what it is, then we can't do anything with it.
We are going to go round and round in circles having
we
a conversation about who to side with, so we might as well just go pick a camp, go there, attack it, see what they have, or go and spy on the main camp on the map and see how well armed, fortified they are, and see if we think we can take it.
so that could
Because
be an
until we
idea.
know more, we can't do anything.
That could be an idea as well. Yes.
we could spy in the main camp and then attack the smaller ones on the way back.
Yeah.
I would be curious to know more about what this main camp is and what they're doing there.
Because I don't want to side with either side, considering they both made this mess and then want other people to clean it up when they're letting the town die.
Well, claims the Elven Mafia boss,
Yeah.
Marcelna says. I don't know how much I trust Cithril.
Well, he knew enough to know that we could be working with them and that he wanted us to work solo, so I don't buy that.
Well, we
he's
told
the
them that.
innocent party. No, I'm talking about Blackwater.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes.
No, none of them are innocent parties. They hired the Black Hand and the Blood Hand, the Iron Tide and the Blood Hand to go after an item, and they have caused suffering to get whatever this is.
Let's be clear. He was in on it because the whole magic dagger that was coming here got stolen, and that's why the raids have been going on, because they were looking for this magic dagger that Blackwater was more focused on getting than the supplies we got through for the town, because that's why he was pissed at Shop. So he really doesn't care. So I'm sorry, but I'm not siding with someone who prefers to get a magic dagger for something over people's lives and surviving.
Wait, is that what he's looking for, this magic dagger?
Well, the dagger's the thing that got stolen, and he was pissed at Shock when it went, so I'm assuming so.
Do you think... Oh, that would make sense. So the dagger that we were transporting is what Blackwater originally wanted, and that is why these two groups are hiring us to get it back, but it...
I'm going to put my hand up and say we will be here all day talking about this. I think that if no one has any strong feelings about working with either group, then we just go with the plan of we go ourselves, we check out the main base, we try to find out what it is. I mean, I also don't think that, like, whatever they're looking for, it can't be this, like, big mystical thing where we're like, oh my god, like, what is this amorphous blob? What does it do? It could be just as simple as either a map to, I don't know, maybe the mine itself is what they're looking for because it might have precious gems in it. It might be the dagger. Maybe we should just go and do it. Because
Blackwater has something to do with archaeology. Like, he likes digging for things. And I don't believe he's been able to do that recently because of the Iron Tide. Am I wrong?
I don't remember exactly what he told you. You know that he does have a large group of mercenaries currently at his estate, which, from what I believe you had spoken to the people a little bit about it, and usually that means he is planning to do some sort of expedition, because he's done this sort of thing before.
Yeah, no, I vaguely remember him either planning it or, like, an expedition had been stalled for some reason.
Yeah, because the Iron Tide are sieging the town, but the Iron Tide are sieging the town because he decided to double-cross them somehow. Is the information we got from the Blood Hand. So, realistically, they're all our
And
souls.
sorry, how are the Blood... Sorry, this is kind of out of character because I missed last week. How are the Blood Hand related to the Iron Tide?
So the Blood Hand are related to Blackwater because Blackwater needed the dagger for something. We don't know what he needed it for, but it has something to do with what he hired the Iron Tide for. So Blackwater hired the
I
Blood
don't know
Hand
about
to find
that.
the dagger.
That doesn't make sense because he was expecting the dagger to be delivered in the caravan that the Iron Tide attacked, and that's when it got stolen. So it doesn't make sense for him to need the Iron Tide to get the dagger if the dagger was already being transported by Shock to him.
So what Cithril told you, because it's been a week, so I'll just remind you, she said that there were several items he was trying to get. A ring, a necklace, and a dagger. Her people got him the dagger through the black markets, and the Iron Tide were going to help him get, I think it was the necklace.
We wasn't told this last session.
We weren't told those specific items.
Okay.
And we weren't told anything. We weren't told exactly what he was looking for. We just know that the dagger was in the shipment.
Okay.
We knew about the dagger from the black market. We knew about that one. I think she told us that, but I don't think she told us about the necklace and the ring.
All right. So then
Yeah.
she would have told you. We can just change it a bit. She would have told you that each faction was trying to get a specific item. She didn't tell you why.
Or Blackwater.
For Blackwater, yeah. That's why they were hired. So there are several items that he is trying to get, and each of the factions was trying to get a different item for him that he was paying them to get. She didn't tell you what. Oh, go ahead.
And sorry, who is getting the ring?
I don't think she mentioned specifics.
Okay.
She just mentioned that the factions were all working for him to try to get these items. In fact,
And that was. And sorry, that was that was Shock, the Bloodhands, and the Iron Tide were the three factions.
The three factions were the Iron Tide, the Bloodhand, and Blackwater himself.
And Blackwater, yeah.
Shock was just sort of a mercenary that was hired to bring the caravan into town. He didn't, as far as you know, he didn't have anything to do with it.
We interrogate Shock.
What do you know, Shock?
Well, as far as I know, Shock didn't have any additional information. He was just supposed to get the caravan, and there was that dagger, and he told us to keep an eye out for it.
He knew about the dagger, because if you remember, he was kind of secretive about it. But you don't know how much he knew about it, just that he was supposed to get it into town quietly. But anyway, Marcellinus would be like, so, should we then look into these bases first, as Moonbiter said?
Yes, I think we should take some time, think about our options, maybe gather some more information before we commit to anybody, and go check out some of these bandit camps.
He nods. He says, it would be good to...
Now,
oh, go ahead.
Now, Daranu, how are you feeling? Because I know you were pretty tired after that last fight.
Oh, I'm fine.
You're fine?
Yeah.
Darn.
Oh, did you want more time?
Darn.
No, I was gonna. If you needed another rest, I was gonna take some time. I was gonna take some time to copy those spells into my book.
Well,
oh, if you need time to copy spells into your book, then I might turn around and say,
I need about 6 hours.
Okay. Wait, is this in character or out of character that you're saying this?
Can it be both?
I mean, if you say that you need to copy spells,
yeah.
Marcellinus would say, well, I mean, if this will get you more magic, then there's probably value to letting her copy her spells. We don't have to leave right away, unless some of you think we should leave now.
What time is it right now?
It is currently 10:30 in the morning.
For 6 hours? Oh, it's gonna get close to evening time. And not everyone...
We can go tomorrow. We can go tomorrow. It won't make a difference. The camp will still be there. The people will still be there.
Yes, I do fear that more people may die the longer we draw this out, but also there is value to having resources for the journey.
If we took Gloria, could I ride in the back of a wagon and copy my spells?
No, because you'd be moving too much. It wouldn't be. Also, do you have the magic inks to copy your spells?
It's I'm reading the information. When you find a wizard spell, you can if you can spare the time to decipher and copy it. Copying the spell involves reproducing the basic form and deciphering the unique system. Blah blah blah. You must practice. Okay. Each level of the spell, the process takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold pieces. The cost represents material components you expend as experiment, and the spell to master it, as well as the fine ink. So it's 50 gold per spell level.
Yeah.
And I believe 3 spells were all first level.
So I thought it was 1 hour per spell level. It says 2 hours.
It says 2 hours. It's 1 hour if you already know the spell and you're
It
making a
depends.
copy.
Oh,
It depends on the
interesting.
class.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you're
a subclass of wizard.
yeah, I think wizards do it. Are you a wizard?
Yeah, but it
I'm a
depends on the
wizard.
subclass of wizard. Blade singers is like 2 hours, but the scribes are like half an hour, and then the different schools give you discounted times for different spell
Okay.
schools.
So if it's 2 hours each, that's fine, but you would need 150 gold of inks. Magical
which we
inks.
just got from Blackwater and the Bloodhands.
Well, the magical inks you would probably have to pick up in the market, assuming anyone sells them. You can also make them with alchemy, if anyone's an alchemist.
No.
Oh, we're getting that pick. Okay.
Yeah, so I do. I mean, it's
Sorry,
not.
this is my first time playing a wizard, so I don't know how.
So if you want, you can look around the market to see if someone's actually selling the magical inks, which usually requires some kind of alchemist to make those.
All right. Would by any chance would the spell component would there be any in the spell components that Philia picked up?
She has just the straight components.
I do, yeah.
So those so usually you can make inks out of essences, like essences you get off magical creatures. Spell components could also be used, but you do need to have a someone do an alchemical process on them to make them into that.
Okay. Well, I'll go check out the market then.
Okay.
And see what's there.
All right. So
we did fund a potion shop, so
true. Oh yeah, that's true. You know Melody, and she's an alchemist.
Oh yeah, we do. I'll go talk to Melody.
Okay. Do you want to look around the market and see if anyone's just selling the inks?
Sure, but on my way to talk to Melody.
Okay. So you go and talk to Melody. She is still, I think she's still in the process of setting up her shop. But she would say, hello, Karen. How are you doing?
Good. How is the shop coming?
Says, it's coming along. I should have it set up soon. I've just been buying all the supplies and getting my lab together for making potions and such.
Listen, I hate to bother you so soon, but I was wondering if you either had any magical ink on hand or had the time to make me some.
Oh, for spell scribing, yes.
Yes.
I don't have any on me. I don't usually do that sort of thing, being a cleric or a priest, but there is a man to the north, a herbalist. I believe he's some sort of wizard. Old man named Doru, a real sweet guy. I think he might be selling what you need.
How do you spell that?
Doru, D-O-R-U. He says, I don't know much about him, but I met him while I was buying some supplies for my lab. I think he had the inks as well.
Wonderful. That's thank you so much. And do you need any help with setting up?
He says, well, if you got time, but I know you all are real busy with the bandit attacks and everything.
We're just about to go take out some of the camps, but I found a couple of spells that I was interested in copying into my book.
And she nods. She says, if you got some free time later on, you're welcome to come by and help me with some of this. It's probably going to be at least another day till I get everything set up.
And I mean, if you ever need a break and we're in town, feel free to stop by the tavern for some tea.
Says, oh yeah, I'll probably stop by tonight. I usually hang out with Shock in the evenings.
Yes. Great. Well, thank you again so much for your help. Have a lovely day.
Says, yeah, you as well.
Okay.
Alright, so you're
I will
gonna...
return.
You going back to the inn, or do you want to go look for Doru, or what are you gonna do?
Well, like, how far is Doru? Like, you said to the north, but, like, outside of the town, or, like...
Oh, no, just the north of the market, like right up here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'll go talk to Doru. Okay, yeah, no, I was thinking, like a hermit shack in the middle of nowhere.
No, she says, no, he's just an old man who likes to sell his wares in the north part of the market. He's fairly approachable, like I said, pretty nice. So you go up there, you're looking around, and you do indeed see an old man who is selling a bunch of odd-looking herbs and, like, little pouches of components. Do you have Arcana?
Should I do not.
Okay, do you have History?
I do.
Give me a History check. Okay. He has a very strange pendant on. Like, he's pretty much wearing just, like, older-looking robes, but this really weird gold pendant around his neck with a symbol you don't recognize. As you approach, the old man smiles and says, oh, hello there. He says, I don't believe I've met you. My name is Doru. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Yes, Melody sent me, actually. My name's Karen.
Oh, good to meet you, Karen. Yes, Melody is, I believe, with those group of heroes who's been helping us. She seems like a very nice young woman.
Oh, she's wonderful. Did you see she's setting up a shop here?
Yes, she told me all about it, and I think it will be very valuable to the people here to have someone of such skilled healing ability.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, I was wondering if you were selling any ink for spells?
Oh, you're a spellcaster.
Just learning.
I myself am a bit of an arcanist, and yes, I do have some magical inks. Not something that sells often, but I do keep them around in case I need to do any of my researches. So I'd be happy to sell you some. How much ink do you need, young lady?
Well, I found these 3 spells, and she'll show him, like, the scrolls or whatever that were...
I think, are you talking about the spell book of the hobgoblin?
Yeah, I'll just show it to him, like, yeah, like, I found these, and, you know, I would love to learn them.
He takes a look at your book. He says, oh, I see. These markings. Tell me, was this from... Did you find this within the... Sorry, let me check something. Did you find this within the Nazik Empire by chance? The Desert Empire?
Well, actually, that I found it on a hobgoblin just outside of town.
Ah, yes. Most of the hobgoblin tribes are from the Desert Empire. That would make sense. I recognize some of the symbols here. He says, are you one of the heroes helping the town?
Well, I wouldn't consider myself a hero necessarily.
Give me a persuasion check. It's quite a bit of humility. If you are fighting against the forces that have been attacking the town, you are a friend to me. I'll tell you what. You need 150 gold pieces worth of inks. I'll give them to you for 75.
Oh, that's so kind.
He says, well, with all you've done, it's the least I can do, you and your friends.
Is there Listen, I don't think I could take all of this for that cheap. Is there anything that I can find for you, like on my travels, like some herbs or some spell components?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm always happy to. I myself am a bit of an herbalist. I take time in the mornings to walk around the town to look for various rare herbs, but if you have extra, I would be happy to take them from you. I'm always on the lookout for spell components and herbs that I can use to fashion potions.
Well, I not sure if I have anything on me right now, but listen, if there's anything that you need, while I'm like we're heading out to some of the camps around town, if there's any specific plants or something that I can bring back for you.
Uh, I think that's all right. If you find something, you could bring it back, but you don't have to go looking for them. Most of what I do, I am retired, you see, and I already have a good amount of resources to support myself. I am mostly just living out my remaining years, or trying to, in peace here. So if you are helping the town, you are already doing everything that I would need you to do. Just try to help keep us safe. He smiles.
Of course. All right. Well, again, thank you so much. And if whenever I'm back in town, I'll have to invite you over to the taverns for some tea.
Oh, it's been a while since I've been to a proper tavern, but I'd be happy to meet you all and maybe discuss how things are going. You know where I'll be, and he slides you the inks in nice little bottles that he's made, and I assume you're giving him the 75 for 150 worth.
Yep.
Okay. And he says, if you ever need any more inks, I would be happy to sell them to you.
Well, thank you. Thank you again.
And he nods
Anyways,
and smiles.
Have a lovely day.
Yes, you as well. So are you heading
And
back to the inn?
head back to the inn.
Okay. And you're taking several hours to scribe, yes?
Yes. I believe 6 hours.
Okay. So while that's happening, is anyone else doing anything? Or shall I just pass time?
I would cast Speak with Animals and go chat to my new horse. See what his name is. See how he's doing.
He is, doing well. He's enjoying the hay. He likes the sun. Have you've talked to animals before, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so animals generally with one intelligence are not the best conversationalists. They have pretty simple things that they will talk about. So, I mean, he seems nice enough, but you're probably not going to get any complex conversations out of a horse. Mostly just talking about the hay and the sun and maybe wanting to go run around more.
Cool. I'll take him out for a run. Does he have a name?
He probably wouldn't know what a name is. He's just he just thinks of him. I mean, I guess people, maybe the humans would have called him something. Sure. Let's say his name is Quick Strider. Maybe his old master gave him a name.
Decent name. Yeah, let's go for a run then with it.
Alright, so you're running him around. So time is passing. You would get your spell done. 6 hours goes by. It is now 4:30 in the afternoon, and you're all scribed.
Sorry, how do I add spells to my...
You would look for them in the compendium, then click and drag them into your character sheet.
Where is the compendium?
It's the eye in a circle.
I see.
Yeah, you can look up the spell and then click and drag it from there into your sheet, and it'll populate all the stuff for it. Let me know if you're not finding the spells, though, because I don't know if I'm sharing my compendium right now.
keep going. I'll keep working on this.
Okay. Well, after she finishes her spells, what does the group want to do?
What was the plan? Go fuck up some
I
smaller
thought
camp?
we were going tomorrow to go fuck up the orcs of traveling at night.
Yeah, there's a couple of different options. You can go to try to do more for the clearing the bandits around here, or go look into the main base that's 3 days away. But you want to spend the rest of the day here, just doing downtime?
It's 2 days away. Out of character, it's 2 days away, right? To the not the main one, but like I guess the nearest bandit camp, or is it 1 day away?
The nearest bandit camp is about a day's journey. It was close to that last farm you were at. The main base of these Iron Tide people seems like it's 3 days away, according to the map you found. And both I think Blackwater and Bloodhand and Sithril are waiting for responses as to who you're gonna help out, because they want to move on to the next phase.
So back on character. Cleo going to ask the group. So wouldn't it be a better idea for us to go ahead and head out through the night, where to see about the bandit camp and figure out what's going on over there, and come back in the morning to give our answers?
Yeah. Travel
When you
throughout
say
most
bandit
of the
camp,
night.
you're talking about the main one or one of the small ones?
The small ones.
Travel through the night. Get a position where we can camp.
It'll
Attack in
take
the
us a
morning.
day to get there, right? So if we leave at night,
So it took you, with good rolls, I think it took you like 6-ish hours through the woods. If you go by path, it'll be less time, but it'll be more obvious. So probably like 4 hours if you use the path to get to that area.
Even if we travel through the woods and stop halfway through to make a camp, we can attack like pretty early on in the day whilst they're still waking up.
Well, alright then.
Or we could attack them in the dead of night. Either or.
I think attacking in the dead of night is gonna be more obvious, though.
Alright, so is that the plan, to leave later in the day and attack in the evening, or?
Well, I'm not sure. Out of character, is yeah, out of character, is the Bloodhand still keeping tabs on us or no?
You don't know for sure. I mean, you haven't seen people
Assume so.
following you.
I'd
How about
assume so.
Blackwater?
I'd assume so.
Yeah, so you haven't seen anyone spying on you, but I mean, they could have people watching you, like peasants or people just. Alright, well, what's the highest passive perception of the group?
Not mine.
Mine's
got
currently
16.
12.
Got 16.
Perception.
16?
Yeah. 16's the highest. Normally it's mine,
Mine's
but
trained. I don't know what that means. Is it basically I add it to my base, or?
You would add it to 10, whatever your perception bonus is, with like
14.
proficiency and everything. Alright, so it sounds like who had the 16?
Me.
Quentin. So you probably notice like people watching you. It's hard to say if those are Blackwater's people or just, I mean, you haven't seen anyone obvious, like, constantly watching the group. But you have seen every now and then, like, you just notice people keeping an eye on you, but again, that could just be because you're famous.
Is it always the same people or just constantly random different people?
You don't remember any specific person. And I mean, you all would know that Blackwater mentioned that you would probably want to stop working with the Blood Hand, and I don't think you ever told him about that. So you would guess he probably has people keeping an eye on you. I mean, it's not like the group is stealthing everywhere. It's not hard to keep tabs on what you're doing.
Yeah, as soon as we leave gate, the guards see us leave, and so I'm sure word gets spread around that, there goes the heroes again, doing good for the town, and everybody knows where we're going. Not where we're going, but that we're leaving.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, he probably doesn't know exactly what you're doing, but you would guess he has an idea. I mean, you would almost be sure that Cithril has spies watching you.
Oh yeah, no, like we're extremely aware of the fact that we are definitely not anonymous people, and we're definitely being watched.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much.
I think I've been repeating that this entire time. Like, we are not being.
Okay, so the question is, do we want to go to the big main camp or one of the smaller outer camps? And do we want to go now or tomorrow?
Yeah, it's currently 4:30 in the evening, so you do have some time left in the day.
So that's a decision. We need to decide now. If we go now and attack, spy on the big one, or attack on the smaller ones, or we go tomorrow and pick a camp.
Are there any small camps on the way to the big camp?
So, from your maps, there are a couple of supply depots, like the one you hit, that look like the biggest one, the one that the Blood Hand told you about. You don't know if the smaller ones will have as much there, but, I mean, you could if you want to work on that. It might not be as effective as hitting a big camp or going to check out the main camp, though. But it could get you more supplies.
I say we go to. We'll just pick off the little ones.
If we target little ones and get supplies and bring them back to the town, people will like us more, and our name and whatever we accuse Blackwater might carry more weight if you want to do that.
Okay, let's go take out one of them camps then.
Alright, so you're gonna spend time traveling at the end of the day to look at one of the smaller camps?
Yep. Yes.
Alright. So you
mount up and head out.
Out into the world. So, are you going to go by path or through the woods?
Woods.
Okay. And are you going to hit the further away ones or just the closest one you can?
Closest small one, I think.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So give me a survival check to move through the woods. I'll take up to 2 of them from you.
I don't do it. I'll do that one.
Yeah.
Anyone got anything better than a flat?
Alright.
I have +4, but I've already done one.
Okay. So Ophelia and Quentin are making their way, or helping guide everyone as they go through the woods. Did someone else ask you something?
I was going to ask you something.
Yeah.
Now that I actually know the disguise self spell, can I have a bonus when I'm faking it?
What do you mean?
Like, when I want to take the while we're traveling to go off into a corner and fake disguise self and turn myself into Trisha.
You mean a bonus to how effective it
To,
is?
or just like faking it. So like before I would like make the popping sounds.
Oh, you mean to disguise
Divas.
that? Yeah, I see
Like
what you mean. Just
despite the
to
fact that I'm not actually casting the spell.
Yeah, I mean, that would probably, now that you have the spell and you know how it works, it'd probably give you a little bit of a bonus.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah,
I
that's
will
fine.
go off and while we're traveling, I'll just like sneak off and come back as Trisha.
Okay. Which one was Trisha?
Trisha was the orc.
Oh, right. Okay.
I never loved you.
That's
Oh, I
right.
Oh, that
Where's
one.
he changing at all?
The weird Days of Our Lives moment in the battle. Trisha, why? Okay. Gotcha. Alright, so you are...
No,
Go ahead.
Trisha's definitely on my roster now.
Alright, so you look like an orc as you move through the forest.
Do any of us see her go off and do it?
I mean, you might notice her, like, looking around as you're going through the forest. Give me a deception check.
Yeah,
one.
I would probably say I wouldn't want someone to be off on their own in the woods.
So, I mean, she doesn't really go that far away. She probably ducks behind a tree at some point. But, I mean, obviously you would notice that when she comes back, she looks different.
Okay.
You guys would recognize Trisha.
Yeah, you've seen Trisha before.
So we know she's gone off and changed shape. We just don't know if it's disguised self or not. Or we think it's disguised
Exactly.
self. Okay.
You don't know if it's like you assume it's a spell.
Okay.
You've seen her. You've seen like she's told you that it's a spell.
Yeah.
Can I make like a
Okay.
history check to see if I recognize her changing shape as a change?
That would be more Arcana to know about changelings. So if someone has Arcana, they might be able to recognize something.
I have Arcana. Can you do a roll?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, being from the Feywild, would I've seen her changing before?
If you're from the Feywild, you can make a untrained roll as well.
Which would be a flat history because I have advantage on history checks against Fey.
You don't know I'm a fae.
So
No,
yeah,
but
you
check if you're a Fey, I would have advantage.
you probably wouldn't recognize or think about it with a 6. Philia, you might start to get a little suspicious, but it could also just be that she uses the spell a lot. So right now, you might not necessarily put 2 and 2 together with a 14.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're getting close to the area where these bandits are supposedly. It's about 6:30 in the evening now. How do you want to approach this area? You just gonna walk in? How do you want to do this?
Should we do some scouting first?
I think that'd be a good idea to scout and see what the lay of the land is.
All right. Daranu, do you want to scout with me?
No.
I think Duranu, you may notice Duranu probably still looks a bit injured.
I thought he was okay.
I am okay, don't worry about it. I'm on my new horse, but no, I don't want to come and do scouting.
Look at your
Good.
rules.
Not injured health wise, but maybe just like he's worn out because he has exhaustion.
I'm
So
a little
you-
tired, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, that's why I asked. That's why I asked if we could take the day.
We don't
I
need
mean,
to
so
stay
that-
today, though. It's fine.
Well, we took the day.
Do we want to just see where people are outside the house, or do we want to see where people are inside the house?
Oh, you don't know if
I
this
want-
is an actual house. This is just an area in the woods.
Alright, give me a minute, I'll go have a look. How close are we to the actual building?
I'm gonna go with you.
Okay.
You don't
Just
see.
wanna, like- Okay.
You don't see a building yet. You don't even see signs of life. You're still on the path near the woods.
Okay. Should
But
we
according to
duck
the
into the
map-
woods and? head and scout ahead?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, do you want me to cast Pass Without a Trace that makes us stealthier, or no?
Sure,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. So I will
And are
cast Pass Without a Trace.
All right, so the rest of you are
Not wild
staying
shaping
behind.
yet.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
sorry, everybody's glitching. What is everybody saying?
I said, and the rest of you are staying behind, right? While they scout.
Yeah.
Okay. So you two move ahead a bit. You said you cast Pass Without Trace. So give me stealth checks with a +10 bonus. 28. Yeah, that's pretty stealthy.
The
13.
from it.
That's not as stealthy. Did you transform into something?
No,
Okay.
not yet. I wanted to get a little bit closer so I at least know I'm less than an hour away before I start world shaping.
Okay. So you're getting close to where that spot is on the map. I'm going to bring you in over here, the two of you who are scouting. So that's going to be Quentin
I.
and no one.
Quinn, watch out for that crack.
Oh, sorry.
That's weird.
Be careful.
Oh, it's still daytime too, so there'd be light. Hang on.
Would it be daylight? Did we left at what? It was like 4:30 when we decided to leave, and it took us 4 hours to get there.
It took you 2 hours. It's only about 6:30. This is the closer one.
Ah,
Okay.
gotcha.
Why can I not see through your eyes? This is really weird. Let me check something. You guys can, or you two can see, right?
I can see. It's like splotchy, but yeah, I can see.
Yeah, like I can see like where the trees are blocking me from not seeing, but I can see like the path and stuff.
All right. So yeah, you as you get to this point, you start to hear noises to the northwest of you. So you think there's someone else in the area. So far, if there is anyone else here, you don't think they've noticed you. So right now you hear what sounds like talking coming from up here. Like maybe someone who not necessarily shouting but talking loudly.
Is it in common?
It is, but you're not close enough with your passives to know what they're saying, even with a
And
16.
can we judge how many voices are there?
So if you ask that, you're not sure how many there are, but Quentin, you think there are at least 3 people.
Okay, so I'm gonna motion 3
Okay,
fingers
I'm
and
gonna.
point in a direction.
I'm gonna nod and I'm gonna stealth forward towards the voices.
Okay. Quentin, you have the Pass Without Trace on you, right?
Yeah.
So if you want to give her that bonus, I think you have to stay within 20 or 30 feet of her.
Say,
30.
if we're that close and we can hear noises, I would wild shape into. I'm just trying to decide what form to go to. Into a
Something sneaky?
Well, fox.
So here, I'll give Quentin that aura just so you know where you have to be to get your bonus.
Sure.
Cool. Then wild shape into a fox.
I like gesture, like stay close.
Oh, that's where I am. Then wild shaping into a fox.
And would it be more interesting for the rest of the group if you could see through one of their eyes for this, or are you okay with it being dark?
I'm okay with it being dark because it kind of implies that all right, we're just kind of sitting here like ducks, not really doing anything, just waiting for them to come
Yeah,
back.
it's fine being dark.
Okay. And you can kind of hear the storytelling part of it anyway, so it gives you an idea. All right, so Quentin, what are you turning into?
Fox.
Fox. Do I have a fox token for you? I don't think I have fox stats. So sure, you turn into a fox. I'll just say it's like a wolf, but I'll
I've
say.
got it on D&D Beyond, so I can look. I can keep going to that. So
Oh, really? That's weird that I'm not seeing a fox if there are stats for it. Okay, so go ahead. You can move yourselves. Explore.
you can zoom out so I can see.
I think.
Come in, dear.
Sure, she's got.
Well, she can't go without you because you're giving her
There
the
you are.
stealth.
There she is. Okay, cool.
So yeah, the trees make it a little bit harder to see as the forest is a little thick up ahead, but you can move through those dark areas if you want to see what's over there. So you don't have to stop at the borders there. You can go through them like no one just did.
Come on.
And I'm listening to see if we get any closer. And with the fox, I have advantage on perception checks with
All right.
hearing.
So you
just tell
do
me when to.
hear more noise as you're getting closer.
And I'm gonna have that for me because that is.
It sounds like it's coming from over here. And at this point, give me that stealth check again. No one. Or Trish.
Now that
Trish.
Trish.
So yeah, as you
Now that I'm like right on top of them.
yeah, as you walk through the trees over here,
Ooh.
you would see them. So yeah, give me a stealth. 16. All right, let me see if they notice you.
Mm.
So you would make some noise as you kind of come through the leaves there. They rustle a bit. Luckily, these three seem very involved in their conversation and don't notice you. Oh, and luckily, Quentin's magic is basically giving you a free pass with that
Yeah,
natural.
no,
Because they
thank gosh.
probably would have heard the 6, but a 16, no, they didn't hear that, as the leaf rustling is almost muted by his magic.
And can I? Well, I got no, because they'll be speaking a language I can't understand, so there's no point listening to them.
I thought they were speaking in common.
Now that
Why
you're
not?
closer, it sounds like they're speaking in a different language. Do either of you speak Orc?
No.
Okay, so yeah,
No.
they would be speaking a language you don't understand.
Oh, I need to learn it. I think quietly to myself.
So I'm going to sit here and wait for no one to Trish to point a direction she wants to go because I don't know where to go.
Do we hear anybody else?
In fact, as you are sitting there, another creature comes into view. Sorry, where is it? You see from around the corner a bunch of noise as a large ogre steps into view over here.
Okay.
He just sort of walks over this way, looks at them, and the hobgoblin points at him and points to the northwest. He just seems annoyed and starts walking this way. What do you two want to do? Sneaking that way? Give me another stealth check. Both of you.
Be better. Can't be worse than a 1.
28? Yeah, you're pretty quiet.
Okay, the stealth for this one is its dex. It's a +5, so I've just got to roll the d20. Because don't use my stats. Okay, give me a sec.
Yeah, if you roll over like a certain number, there's no way they can hear you, but if you roll...
5 + 5 is 10 + 10 + 20.
Yeah, so you're still pretty quiet. Go ahead and move yourselves.
Oh shit, where have you gone, Karen?
Here.
You would hear her. She went over this way.
Okay.
No, you
I'm looking at
wouldn't. I
what
have
Fox.
rolled a 28.
Oh, true. Yeah. Like, where is she? But I'll say you
I'm
can
looking at my
follow her.
D&D Beyond stats. I was like, what's going on?
I'm like trying to stay within the trees.
So the actual point that is on the map is kind of up in this area.
And where, sorry?
This area up here.
See anything?
From here, yeah, you don't notice anything special about that point.
No, but what point are you gesturing to?
Oh, this one up here. And actually, now that you get closer to there, you would notice there are some shovels laying up against a tree in an area that may have been dug up recently.
And we only hear them four. I can't hear any others moving around.
No, so far it seems like they're the only ones in this area. Give me perception checks active.
Alright, and I get an advantage.
So you
16.
would have noticed that the ogre is a lot more dirty than usual. He may have been digging. That might be why the earth over there is kind of dug up a little bit. But yeah, you don't see anyone else in the area. It might just be these four.
Just these four?
Which is a much smaller force than you're used to. But
It is. That's why I'm suspicious.
well, this is one of the smaller areas, smaller X's, so this might not be as important.
Okay. I'm gonna gesture to Quentin and say like we should head back.
Right, Quentin's just gonna follow.
Alright, give me one more stealth check to leave this place.
So he is a +5, and I have to roll any.
Just click on stealth on your sheet.
31.
I didn't know if I'm doing it in the fox form, so I didn't know if it's mine or not.
If you're using wild shape, you use your own stats.
Okay.
Or wait,
not for physical ones.
That's right, for
Not for that
physical.
one, that's why I was rolling a d20 and then adding
Alright.
stuff.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so yeah,
19
you're fine.
+5, so I'm good. Plus
You're
10.
fine.
Plus 15.
So the fox and no one leave this area, returning to her people. So they would get back there probably about half hour later.
So we saw a hobgoblin, 2 orcs, and an ogre. And they seem to be digging something.
Okay. So should we go kill them all?
Are they I don't think it's a it seems like a very small group, which personally I'm a little bit suspicious about, but that could just be that this isn't a very important area. Moonbiter, do you know why they would be digging?
No, I don't have any context.
Certainly an interesting question.
If it's a supply cache, maybe they're burying it so it's not so obvious.
Yeah, so Moonbiter, you would know that the Iron Tide did sometimes do things like this. If they weren't storing valuables in a defensible position, they might just hide them.
I mean, if it's worth digging, or if it's worth burying, it might be worth digging up. So, if they're still in the middle of it, saves us some work later on.
All right. Well, it should be a pretty quick. We should be able to take them out pretty quick, and that would mean less enemies for later.
Alright, so you're heading in?
Does everybody agree?
Fox just
Yeah,
nodded.
sure.
Okay. Well, I would say let's create. Um, I would say let's try to ambush them. They don't know we're coming.
And you do still have the pass without trace going, since it lasts an
We
hour.
do. We do. So why don't Quentin and I will scout or we'll sneak ahead again and we'll attack from the west while you guys come in from the east. And we can surround them.
So you guys want to head back off and then just attack from two fronts?
And we'll converge it took us about 30 minutes. Say it took about 5 minutes for us to get there. Why don't we converge on them in 5 minutes?
So the only thing I will mention is that if you want to all benefit from Quentin's stealth aura, you do have to all be next to him, or at least near him. So if you split up, that means half the group coming in on them will be much louder.
Well, or we could just all rush in. I just thought it would be kind of fun. Can I take a minute to cast Gift of Alacrity?
Yeah, sure. So use Gift of Alacrity. The group is approaching, so I'm just going to put you on the map. You're all being kind of quiet here, but that's fine. So
I would be mounted on horse.
Yeah, sure. If you want to be on a horse, that's fine.
Don't need a token or anything, but like, I know it's speed and health and that sort of thing, so it's fine. You want to save yourself some effort?
Alright, I'm gonna make your token larger then, just to represent the horse. Alright. So you are approaching. I need stealth checks as you all enter the area at +10.
I'm also listening out for the ogre if he's coming by. So stealth is the foxes, so I roll a d20. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19. And then I want to do my perception with advantage for the top.
So Durrani,
Is the ogre close?
So if you with your passive perception, you
I rolled a 25 because I was actively listening out for him. So I get advantage as the fox.
So no, at this point you don't hear anything in the immediate area. It's pretty quiet.
Can Quentin point in the direction that they were? Or
I'm
no
kind
one?
of heading that way, but I don't know where no one's gone.
Okay.
You're on a horse, you can't really go.
You saw no one go over this way.
Okay, so she's hugging them. Okay, I get what she's doing now.
I'm staying within the trees.
Yeah. Maybe just like be on the line because I've got everything covered at once. I'm just like.
Alright, so you're kind of quietly moving closer. Now, is anyone separating from the group to try to do come from a different angle, or are you all moving together?
I think we're all moving.
I
Okay.
can't even see
Together.
anything, so
I actually don't mind that idea because, like, with my heavy armor, like, I just make so much noise all the time that I don't mind the idea of actually, like, being a little bit, like, to the north of them. Or let's see, where is the destination?
Ophelia, if you don't see anything, you might need to pan around the map a bit. You are over here, if that helps.
okay, there we go.
Yeah, usually when you first come into a map, it's showing like a different part. All right, so Moonbiter, you said you were separating a little?
Yeah, I would, instead of being with the group, since I know that they're naturally more stealthy than I am, I would, I can go from. I'm trying to see where everybody's at, so I don't expose anybody. Yeah, you know what? I actually don't mind just going
Just stay in
down
the
the
aura,
path.
then you at least still get 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you're
Remember, just
moving, Quentin, you hear noise from the north.
Yeah. I can see people now, so can I?
I'm listening out for the ogre, more specifically.
So
Or back to the-
Duranu, I'm going to give you disadvantage on your stealth checks if you're on a horse.
I already had disadvantage on my stealth checks.
Yeah, so it probably won't matter as
double
much.
this.
You would see a guy peeing up here. Looks like the hobgoblin is taking a leak.
Yeah, at this point, I'm gonna look to the rest of the guys who I think are just like on the other side of this tree line and just pull out my bow and aim at the hobgoblin. Just be like, I've got line of sight. Say when you're ready.
I'm trying to look to keep everybody in the cover without.
Give me
I
one
like-
more set of stealth rolls as you get closer.
D20 plus 5 plus 10. I'm good.
Okay, 18.
29. 34.
Yeah, you're all.
Do you want one from the horse?
Yeah. No, that's okay. I'll just use the disadvantage for the mounted.
Okay.
Right. No, looks like the group still has not been heard. You're all very quiet.
You are welcome.
Thank you. No, this has been clutch.
Moonbiter,
trying to keep everyone in it.
did you
Yeah.
roll Moonbiter?
Yes.
yeah, I only rolled a 7, so 17 is where I'm at right now because of my heavy armor disadvantage.
Why do I not see your roll?
It's not bad.
It's right
Oh,
above.
did you roll a second roll though? Because this is.
Oh no, I did not. Sorry.
Yeah, because you're closer now.
Boom.
19.
slightly
Yeah,
better.
you're fine. Okay, yeah. What are you guys gonna do? They haven't noticed you yet. This guy is probably at this point gonna move over this way.
Oh, I was gonna like prepare to pounce on him.
Yeah.
Like
My
with a
bow's
melee attack.
drawn.
Like, yeah, or like
Alright.
just kind of like prepare an ambush essentially.
Okay, so I guess who's gonna start things off?
Well,
Give me initiative rolls.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're getting ready to
What?
attack me.
was ist das?
I did not click on myself first.
So,
Actually,
So just go ahead and click on yourself and roll. Okay. And you get +8, right? No one, or plus a
I
D8?
rolled a d8 and I got a 4, so I'm at 8.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I rolled a nat 1.
Gotcha. All right. So the first one to
Cheers.
act, as this is all happening, is the orc. As I assume you're rushing in. No one. Is that what you said you were doing?
I was like stealthing sort of this way and was going to like jump out and like stab the hobgoblin.
Oh, I see. Sure.
Like I was,
If you're gonna go
So-
in, so you're trying to kill him quietly.
yeah.
Give me another stealth check. You don't have the +10 on this one. 15. All right, you would catch him by surprise. So give me an attack roll with advantage as you slip out of the shadows.
I want to use my fancy dagger.
19 would strike.
And do I get sneak attack?
Yes, because you had advantage.
6, and then what is sneak attack? 1d6.
Oh, is it only 1d6 for you? Sneak attack
I
usually
only
is
have
2d6, I thought.
Is it 2d6? I only have one level of rogue right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, if you only have one level.
Yeah.
That is... okay, so you would stab him for 8, which really hurt, but it did not kill him.
Can I use the arrow that I had prepared? So I said I was aiming down at him, waiting for the rest to attack.
So... Hang on a sec. I was kind of giving her a freebie, because if she had killed him, the others might not have been alerted. He is badly wounded, but not dead, and he yells, "Ugh!" At this point, I think we're going to jump into initiatives. So the orc here is surprised, so he loses his turn. Moonbiter, what are you going to do?
Go up here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
Okay, so you rush out. Oh.
Yeah. I'll go for my... that's 20 right there. 25, yeah, I'll go all the way. 30. Then
Alright.
first attack with my halberd. Boop.
Alright, so you rush up on him, stabbing with the halberd.
That's probably going to miss. So my second attack, bonus, 11's probably going to miss, and that's me.
What the? So he jumps back as you come out swinging. Philia.
Philia's gonna go ahead and...
Oh, Quentin, also mark yourself as concentrating, because you are concentrating on this spell.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Moonbiter and no one mark yourselves as having your weapons out.
Oh.
Alright, so you, Philia, send some blasts. Who are you sending them at?
The hobgoblin over here?
The pet of Duranu?
I can't see anything. Everything's blurry for me. Give me a second.
Really, huh? Let me,
I'm already restarting the page. Give me a second.
Here, I changed something that might help. Remember, you can zoom out, because you might see more if you zoom out.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, let me see something real quick. Nope, it won't reach.
What won't reach?
Eldritch Blast.
That has 120-foot range.
Yeah, Eldritch Blast is like 120 feet. I think you can...
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
60.
it's like insane.
Oh, 60. Okay, then yeah. Towards this fellow over here, I'll cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay. So... you rolled a 7, though. Unfortunately, I don't think that is going to hit. Oh, wait. Were you hidden? Yes, you were hidden. So you'd have advantage. 15. He does not have a shield out. Oh, but no, he still is better armored than the orc. So no, that would miss him just barely.
Okay. And then Philly will go ahead and just move right here. Not end her turn.
Okay. Duranu.
Okay. Right. Move this way a little. Get a clearer line of sight.
Yeah.
And then shoot the guy.
Shoot at this guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take aim firing. That would miss, unfortunately. 12 would not be enough.
Okay. And then bonus action, Drake go kill someone. So he's going to go over.
Alright, so your turn would end. The Drake would go. He rushes over towards that guy.
And we'll bite at him.
18 will strike him.
He'll just jump up,
So he
bite into his arm.
stumbles back, cursing, taking 7 points of damage, roaring angrily. Drake's turn will end. Quentin.
How long has it been since I first cast Pass Without a Trace and Wild Shape?
45 minutes about on the pass and about similar on the wild shape.
Okay, cool. So I still got a little bit of time. Okay. So I will sneak over here Oh god, I can't see anything.
So are you using stealth? Because that would be your
Not
action
re-
if you're stealthing. Or are you just
I'm
moving?
not really stealthing. I'm just moving. I just have
Okay.
the fast first selected, and yeah, there's nothing else I can do, so I'll just stay there for the minute.
Alright, so that is it for you. No one, it would be your turn again.
I'm gonna look at the hobgoblin in all of my Trisha glory.
Trisha
Oh god,
And-
you're Trisha, not Karen. Yeah.
And I'm just
so
gonna look at him.
he seems
and I'm
very
just say-
surprised by this. He's still holding at his side where you stabbed him. Urgh.
Your brother found out about us.
Urgh.
I had to kill him. To the hobgoblin.
In common?
And yeah.
Yeah, he just looks confused at that.
Okay, I will try again in my weird dwarvish garbled dwarvish.
You think he's more just confused because he doesn't know who you're talking about, probably.
Your brother. And I'm going to. Nobody's. I have green flame blade, but that's not going to do anything. I'm just gonna stab him again. Or no, I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate my blade song, and then I'm gonna stab him again.
Okay. So go ahead and mark yourself as blade singing, and then attack.
One works. Goodness gracious.
Oh, there is a blade singing icon on the Combat Master. It
Is there?
This one. Yeah, it's towards the top of the chart. I can mark you with it for this time. But it is this one. Yeah.
I don't. Oh, that.
Yeah, it just
What
has
a weird.
It has a timer on it, so it just helps track how long it's been going. But go ahead, you can take your attack. 25 would strike as you stab him again.
And I guess I don't have sneak attack.
No, but you do enough
No.
to bring him down. As you get him right in the gut, and he just falls over bleeding.
I loved you. I loved you better.
Anything else?
I'm going to move 40 feet towards this guy.
Okay, so you rush out that way. The hobgoblin goes. Sadly for him, he is dead. The orc is surprised. The ogre is surprised. This orc finally gets to go again. He's going to use his item interaction to pull out a big axe. Let's see. Moonbiter missed, so he's going to roar angrily and attack the pet. 21.
Yeah, it hits.
Alright, he slashes him for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
I assume he's still up.
Yeah.
Okay, so the orc's turn ends. Moonbiter.
I'll move to here to get flank, and then first attack on this guy.
Okay. Ooh, 22 will definitely hit him.
Drake will use its reaction to add a d6 onto that.
Alright, so you add some electric damage.
That thing.
For 8 points, which would be just enough to bring him down. And he falls dead.
And then we, so that was 5 Moonit, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will end my turn. Yeah, 30. I'll end my turn right there. That's me.
Alright, Philia.
Well, she's going to move
Seems like 2 of them have been brought down already. The ambush is going very well.
She's gonna move 25 feet to get back into right here, right? To get back into range. She still can't see anything. She's gonna move again. Let me see. That's 35, 45. She'll move right here.
Okay, so you're taking the dash action?
Yes, because she can't see anything. Like all I see is just darkness.
So she moves
And
up a bit, getting into position.
and the bonus action she's gonna summon her tentacle of the deep.
Where is that coming out? Or go ahead and link the ability, then just show me where you're putting it.
Let me see. Give me a second. Boop.
Okay, so you can summon it within 60 feet. It's basically a spiritual weapon.
Yes. And I can find the thingy. The little cube, right? 5 feet.
Yes.
She will summon it. I know, right? I know, right? I figured that out too. Let me see. Right there, right next to no one.
Okay. So a weird-looking tentacle suddenly comes out of nowhere. No one. A little bit creepy, yeah. What the?
What the?
Just out of the ground, a spiritual tentacle.
I trip over some grass, like, oh crap.
Yeah.
I can't click on it. What the heck? I can't click and drag it.
So it should be under
There we go.
resources. Okay, you got it. All right. Anything else?
That'll be her turn.
Okay. So Doranu, what are you gonna do?
Just go 60 feet straight up there.
Okay.
There. Let's aim at that guy and hold my action for in about half a second. Bringing it to Drake's turn, who's gonna move up there, and then I'll attack.
Okay, so your Drake, you command him, he runs up to you.
Yeah. Hold my attack until Drake turns up, and then I'm gonna shoot at the ogre.
Alright, 18 would be enough. So you shoot him as he's turning around towards what's going on. Shooting
And I'll use the Drake infused strike on that.
Okay, go ahead and link that. So 4 points of damage, so 12 total. Alright.
Yep.
So he is zapped a bit as your arrow shocks him. Anything else?
Nope, that's me and Drake done.
Alright, Quentin.
Where when me and no one came scouting, where was it that we saw the soil had been dug for the holes?
Over here.
Alright, well, considering everyone's basically got this all sorted, I don't need to ditch. So I'm going to just basically go over here and then use my action as a fox, who I can burrow for 5 feet and start digging to dig up what they've...
Alright,
Yeah.
So that'll probably take several minutes, but if you want, you can start doing it now.
Yep.
Okay, sure, why not? No one, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna finish my run up to that orc.
Okay. Oh, you rush up to him. He seems a bit confused as to why this female orc is charging him. But he did probably see you kill his friend.
Cousin, how are you doing? I'm gonna stab him.
Alright. You rush up, stabbing at him.
I'm gonna stab my fake cousin.
You indeed stab your fake cousin with the 16.
No sneak attack.
So he takes 6, stumbling back a little bit, looking very angry.
Oh.
That is all I can do.
Alright, so your cousin roars angrily, drawing his great axe. And he yells at you as he swings it. 14?
That does not hit.
It says your AC is 14.
Right, but I get the Blade Song gives me a +1 bonus.
Alright, so thanks to Blade Song, you manage to dance around the attack, and he barely misses you. The ogre is going to roar, seeing no one is the closest. He's going to rush at you, roar, wielding his big ass tree stump. He is going to swing it at you. Oh, once again, your Blade Song saves you as you dance to the right, then to the left. Dirt flying everywhere as the club smashes into the ground. And,
You were never very good at this when we were kids either.
Alright, you neg him. The orc goes, but he is dead, so he doesn't do anything. Moonbiter.
I'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to here to get flank.
Okay.
My first attack on the big guy.
Ooh, 12 will actually hit him.
Hey!
As he
I'm
is
going to attempt.
not armored at all.
I'm going to attempt to make the trip attack. So there's. Whoops, ignore that second. So 9 damage, and then he does a DC, I think 13 strength save.
Okay. He is caught off guard as you kind of grip his foot with your pole thing. Strength save. And he just steps down forcefully and turns towards you.
Yeah. So he'll get the extra 8 damage from the maneuver, so that's 16 total. And then my bonus attack will be with the other end of my halberd, so that will miss.
Yeah, that's going to miss him.
And then I think I'm going to action surge and take the dodge action, and that's me.
It's probably smart. Philia.
Give me 1 second.
Impossible.
No, I'm trying to remember what was the spell for the tentacle to attack.
It's not a spell. I think you can just move
We were
it.
just using Eldritch Blast, I think, when you were using it to attack.
Oh,
The
yeah.
burners, yeah.
If you didn't make a macro for it, then yeah. How far can it move in a turn?
30 feet, so just right here.
Blah, 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 blah. The ogre's like, ugh, as this tentacle comes towards him.
And I'm going to ask the tentacle to go ahead and cast Eldritch Blast as Helia moves up, just move first.
I assume you're just having the tentacle attack him.
No, heck no. I'm just gonna move up right here, 30 feet. Well, actually, 25.
Well, the tentacle can't cast Eldritch Blast. It just...
really?
If you read the tentacle description, it just basically... So you've been using your Eldritch Blast macro, but that is not actually what the tentacle's doing. So if you want, you can make a separate macro for the tentacle that just uses your spell attack, which would be the same as Eldritch Blast, if that makes sense. It just uses your, I think your charisma, right? And proficiency? Yeah.
Charisma and proficiency modifier.
We've just been using that because it's the same as your Eldritch Blast attack, but your tentacle is actually just grabbing and bludgeoning things.
So that would be...
So you can still use the macro for Eldritch Blast, but that's not what the tentacle's actually doing.
Then let me not confuse myself. I'm getting confused. Okay, let me read this then.
Here, I'll just make you a macro for it really quick.
While you're doing that, she's gonna move just 20, just right there.
You spelled tentacle. There it is. So that uses charisma plus proficiency. What's the damage on your tentacle?
It has
1d8 cold.
Yeah, 1d8.
1d8. No modifier.
I don't believe so. But I do have charisma trained, but I don't think it involves this situation.
No, I think. Okay, so you should see a macro for the tentacle attack now on your sheet. Under.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
Resources?
In the middle of your sheet, there are a bunch of buttons like sickle, dagger, thunderwave. At the bottom, there is tentacle attack, which I just added.
Let me go back then. Doop. Yes. Okay.
So if you click that, it will do the tentacle attack now.
Oop.
Oh, but a 9 is not enough. The tentacle lunges at the ogre, but he would dodge it. Really freaked out. Now that is a bonus action. You can still Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Filio will Eldritch Blast the ogre then.
Okay, as your main action. Yeah, 16 will strike it. For 2 force damage, it still looks pretty alive. Well, actually, that would be just enough to put it at wounded. Anything else, Philia?
Nope, that'll be her turn.
Alright, Duranu.
I will aim at the ogre and then hold my attack action until my Drake's turn, making it
so
my Drake's
you
turn.
ready an attack for... Wait, why are you doing
Shouldn't-
that?
Because my Drake goes
Oh,
immediately
because
after
you need
me,
his
so he gets back.
reaction. Got it.
Yeah.
Could you link that power, the Drake's one?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. You can see. I see. All right. So go ahead. He would use his reaction, and you take your shot as a reaction yourself. So spend your reaction and take a shot.
Yeah, so we're basically just exchanging both of our reactions for an extra D8 damage. D6 damage.
Oh, yeah, 26 will strike the ogre, doing another 9 points. He's starting to look a little woozy. That is it. Okay, so go ahead and spend your reaction, Toronto. Quentin, you're digging.
I'm still digging.
No one.
The ogre's still up?
Oh, yeah, he is still up and still angry.
Okay.
He looks
I'm
like
gonna
he is about to try to swing at Moonbiter, and the orc is about to swing at you.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack the ogre.
Alright, so you stab at the ogre with flank, so +2.
Okay. Dagger.
15 would strike the ogre. He roars angrily as he's about to swing at Moonbiter as you stab him in the butt.
Okay, so I get sneak attack because I have an ally within melee.
Yes, he was distracting the ogre. So you do
that's
4
piercing damage plus... Come on, dear.
However, you probably just got the ogre's ire.
There we go. 3 sneak, and then Green Flame Blade does melee attack with it.
1d8 damage to the
second.
Alright, so yeah, you do another d8 to that guy.
D8 plus, is it D8 fire damage?
Just your spell modifier, right? You do
it's
spell
a flat
then
D8.
a level.
Yeah,
sorry,
it's a flat
the spell
D8 at this level.
increases... equal... The second creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. So he takes 1 fire damage.
Alright. I thought it did a dice roll. That's weird.
No,
Fifth
at
level,
5th
it does
level.
dice roll. Yeah.
Could you link Green
At
Flame
5th
Blade really quick? I just want to see.
It's there. It's there.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It's up there.
Let's see.
Brandish a weapon. A hit. Within 5 feet of it.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's at 5th level and it gets a lot more powerful.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is it for you.
That ends my turn.
So the orc, still mad at you for stabbing and now burning him, is going to swing with his great axe at you. 16, I think, would strike you, right?
It would, but shield.
Alright, so as he's coming in, you go, oh god, throw your hand up using your reaction, which brings your AC, I think, to 21.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, so he deflects.
+5 bonus.
Yeah, he deflects angrily off it, ending his turn. The ogre, who was going to go for Moonbiter, has now turned towards you, and he's going to try to Great Club you. Luckily, you do still have shield going.
Yeah, AC 20.
Yeah, so he would as well deflect off of your shield, pissed off, and Moonbiter. They're now both on no one. Okay.
First attack against the big guy. 14
Yes.
will hit. 9. I'll go for another trip attack.
Alright, he looks like he is near death. He will try to not fall over. He, once again, does not.
And then I'll bonus action my second attack.
Oh, you did an extra 3 damage.
Yes.
He goes down.
Oh, does the 3 damage kill him?
Yeah, he was really low.
Oh. Okay. Then I'll just move up here, and then I'll just do a new attack for this guy then.
Okay.
Or my bonus staff attack. Nope, that'll miss. That's me.
Alright, so that is it for you, Philia.
Out of character, can Philia roll to see if she sees any more enemies or no?
I mean, if you want to use your action, you can make a active perception, but then you can't attack. With your passive perception, you don't see any enemies in the area.
Okay, let me go ahead and roll for that then. Give me a second.
Nope, no enemies as far as you can tell. It was just these guys.
Okay. Alright, that's for Philia.
You can still attack with your tentacle as a bonus action.
I don't think there's any room because it has to be less tentacle can
It's
go
got
over.
10-foot range, I think.
Yeah, it's got range, so it can hit from where it is.
Okay, alright then.
Plus, you could also move it closer, but yeah.
Okay. Tentacle will go ahead and attempt to slap? I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, basically it slaps at him.
Bitch slap.
12, he would duck under it as his tentacle goes whoosh, slapping over at him, and he would dodge it. Alright, Duranu.
I'm going to run over this way. Like, yeah, down there.
Alright, you ride the horse.
Yeah. There's not much going on down here. I will, again, just rinse and repeat, burning my action. And reaction to do the attack. So he would need to move closer.
Alright, so your turn ends. The Drake is gonna run up this way.
Yeah. I can't quite make it that far. He's like there. But that's still within 30 feet of me.
Alright, so it
And then
uses... Yep. You both use your reactions and shoot the guy for 12, which would bring him down. Oh. So the battle is won. Things go quiet.
That seemed too easy.
Yeah, it didn't seem like there were as many troops here. Luckily, you were able to quickly bring them down before they could run or call for help.
Okay.
As a fox, I'm going to listen with advantage in case I hear anyone else coming.
Give me a d20 roll.
Okay.
A well-placed ambush can be very effective.
Yeah, still not liking the fact that no one else has come. Joanna's just gonna...
So you all would have
Oh,
noticed
wide
that
perimeter
Quentin had been digging this whole time instead of helping fight. Just FYI. I don't know if anyone cares.
That's
I
fine. My
think
Drake will now stop helping.
I'm used to half of the group just kind of ditching in battles to start looting. So
Shots
Looting?
fired. Shots fired. Okay. So nothing seems to be showing up. You're keeping an ear out, but you just hear the sounds of the forest. It's actually a bit relaxing.
can I find any family pictures on my cousin?
He has his armaments and some gold. No family pictures. Mostly because photography is not a thing.
Well, maybe like drawings.
Like a huge portrait of his cousin on his
Not
back.
not like a portrait. Like
Tattoos,
like
grandma.
Yeah, Grandma Orc is.
is he a mama's boy? Does he carry like his mom's picture in a locket or something?
No, he has probably some totems like teeth from kills on him, and probably maybe just a few daggers extra, but you don't see anything in terms of like lockets or pictures.
All right, I will grab whatever daggers and gold and stuff. You're on
Does
my computer cord. Can you not?
does this group have a party treasurer?
I don't believe so.
Mm,
Okay.
no.
So if you search them, are you going to split the gold with each other?
Probably. Ideally.
So you would find about, I'll say 16 gold pieces among the four of them. And the ogre
Each
has...
or
no, total. 16 total.
total?
Which would be about 3 gold pieces each for the 5 of you, with 1 left over.
6 for the Marcellinus as well. There's like 2 gold each.
I don't need any. It's fine. Got lots
I
of
need
gold.
some. I use it a lot for
Yeah.
my magic stuff, so I would appreciate more.
Yeah,
If that's okay
wizards
with
are
you guys, I'm not being
Wizards are
greedy. I just
expensive.
want to. It's for everybody.
Oh, there is a party treasure.
Oh yeah, didn't we assign one?
There's a sheet that you guys can record your party treasury on.
There is.
Quartermaster, no one. I think you were the quartermaster.
What does the quartermaster do?
So basically, this is you guys can do it however you want, but I found that if you kind of pool the stuff you find and then split it later, it's a little bit easier. So the quartermaster just kind of keeps track of all the resources the group finds. Like you could put the 16 gold into the party treasury and just have it for now, and then split it later or use it on something that the group needed.
Or let's do that.
Okay, so you can just put 16 in the... If you look under character info resources, there's a party treasure.
Yeah, no, I see that. I have not been... I completely forgot that I'd volunteered for that. I vaguely remember volunteering for something like that, but...
Okay.
Completely forgot.
You just have
Anyways, was there...
You would just have to figure out who's carrying it. Because I don't know
I
if
will
no
not
one...
be.
Yeah, I don't know if no one is strong enough to be carrying a bunch of stuff.
My horse can carry a bunch of stuff if we need it to.
Duranu's horse. Alright.
Can we stick it with Gloria?
Yeah, though I don't know. Did you bring your mule with you?
Donkey.
Or donkey?
I don't think we brought it through the
I think
forest
we
because it's
left
got
it
a
at-
cart.
Yeah, I think they left it at the inn.
Alright.
Are any
Then
of you
I will-
strong?
Sorry?
I said, are any of you strong?
I've got a 16
Nope.
modifier, but I also have a lot of stuff on me, so I'm not sure exactly what I could carry.
Okay.
Can we stick it on the dragon?
No.
Well, I think Duranu said you could use his horse, right?
Yeah.
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 We'll use the
my,
horse.
My horse can carry 4 8
Okay, was there anything else that we could find on these people?
There's some shovels here, probably from where they were digging. But other than that, they just have their armaments. If you need arrows, the hobgoblin did have some arrows on him.
How many arrows?
He had 20, because he hadn't used any.
Okay. Does he have a quiver and a bow?
Yes, he had a longbow.
I will take both his quiver and his bow.
All right, and it actually isn't a bad longbow. It seems decent quality.
Okay.
And you said there was a couple daggers on the orc?
Yeah, that orc had 2 daggers on him.
Okay, I'll take those.
Okay.
If that's okay with you all.
So Quentin is still digging, not making much progress, because, he's just a fox.
My Drake will start helping him.
It's 5 feet, so I've been doing like 5, 10, 15.
You don't dig at 5 feet around. What are you, crazy?
He can burrow,
burrow 5 feet as a fox, because my speed's 30 and
Wait,
5 feet.
foxes have a burrow speed of 5 feet?
Yep.
Foxes are excellent at burrowing.
5 feet around? No.
It's like, I'll send you
Alright, I need to look this up. I don't believe any of this.
There you go. No, I've sent you the thing on the chat.
But 5 feet around, do you know how quick that, so you're saying a fox could burrow 5 feet in 6 seconds?
This is what they did beyond the base thing says.
Have you ever seen a fox go after a rabbit hole? They funnel into that thing rapid.
I mean, I guess if... let me see. Wait.
Send it on the group chat in the Roll20.
I don't think I have access to that, because I don't have that book.
No, but I've got it on mine, so you might be able to just look at it.
I just clicked on it. It didn't let me.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You can probably just do a Google search for it.
Yeah, let me try that. I mean, I don't disbelieve that. I don't think you're lying to me. That's just.
It's just what it says.
Really
it's like
weird.
30 speed, 30 feet, and burrow 5 feet.
Yeah, I see burrow 5 feet too.
So I've done like 5, 10, 15 feet.
But I don't think that's a D&D Beyond. I don't think that doesn't look like an official stat block.
Yeah, I don't think that's official.
See, it's really funny because I'm looking at a D&D wiki and it's giving you all the it gives you all the stats, and then for the description it's they're great. They live in dens, but they're not very quick at digging. But it does have the 5 feet.
Yeah, that's so fast. That's like you're almost as fast as some kind of land shark who can magically burrow 10 feet or 15 feet around, and the fox is keeping up with him.
Icewind Dale.
Yeah, I'm looking at D&D Beyond, and it does have a 5 foot burrow speed.
Yeah, sorry if this is slowing gameplay down. This is just fascinating to me. I'm trying to think of this this death fox coming in under a wall in 6 seconds, just blasting through the town.
I could see that. I live my backyard is full of foxes, so I could definitely see them
dig into your house in 6 seconds. Explode through your floor.
Fair, once they get there, they're just a fox, though. Mostly, unless it's a druid.
Yeah. So all the stat blocks I'm seeing for foxes just have speed 40. I don't see burrow speed.
I chucked the one from Icewind Dale into the Discord chat.
And I'm sticking the one in from D&D Beyond Monsters. It's Icewind Dale.
Fox is OP. Holy crap.
Oh, I don't have Icewind Dale on D&D Beyond, so I can't see that. But
I mean, I guess this isn't that big a deal, but it's just,
it's wild.
Power-wise, it's not gonna break the game, but it's just silly in my opinion.
They don't do very much damage in combat.
But
that's all really good for.
Digging 5 feet in 6 seconds. It's like you have shovels taped to your feet.
They have 2 hit points.
Just look for a video of a fox going after a rabbit den. They absolutely tear into them.
Okay, well,
to be fair,
fine. Quentin apparently digs up this hole in 6 seconds, and
see, guys,
there's a crate down here.
you're not understanding. What this means now is that we just go to the main base, and instead of dealing with
Yeah,
the main
just have a
base,
bunch
we
of
just have him
foxes.
just burrow through the mine,
Like
in an hour.
just Minecraft this shit. Just have like 4 trained foxes, and you make your own dungeon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'd be
God.
down.
just train
We
a
need to excavate a
fox
dungeon.
digging
Quick,
team.
get me miners. No, just get us 4 druids who
Yeah,
can take turn into a fox,
yeah,
and we're
it's
good.
apparently
But
4
just wait
druids.
until just wait until Quentin gets animal shapes, and then we all become foxes.
Oh, jeez. Anyway,
We need to get out of it. We need to get out of a cave. Quick,
I'm gonna
foxes assemble.
re-examine this fox thing later. But sure, Quentin digs it up. I'm gonna get the official. We're emailing Matt Mercer on this. What's the deal with foxes? Or wait, what's that guy's name? Jeremy Crawford. We'll see what he has to
Yeah,
say.
Crawford.
Crawford.
Gygax.
Why is you? No, Gygax is dead. But Jeremy
His sun is
Crawford's
still up.
true. The one who does all the I think tweets
Yeah.
where he answers questions. That was Jeremy Crawford from Wizards. That's just so wild. Anyway, there is a crate down there that Quentin would dig up in like a second, apparently.
I love the idea they all turn up and just see me just sitting on the box, like with the tail like wrapped around me, just like good boy. Just like,
Yeah. I mean, if you have a guy with a shovel and a fox, I still feel like the guy with the shovel would dig quicker in real life.
Well, burrowing isn't like excavating. He's not excavating a straight 5 foot square of dirt. He's just himself going 5 feet into the dirt.
But the dirt, okay, fine. Yeah. All right, so you dig up the box.
Well, we'll leave this for
Yeah.
a later topic.
Okay.
I don't want to argue it. It's fine. It's ridiculous.
It's just wild.
Yeah. So there is a crate that is buried there.
Can we open the crate?
Yeah. So,
Are there any traps?
if it's true that he only dug a little tunnel, then you would have to get the shovels and take some time to actually dig the rest of the crate out. So it takes you a few minutes. You pull the crate out. You don't, with your natural perception, Quentin, you don't see any obvious traps. It just looks like the crate is nailed shut.
Can I investigate it? To
Sure.
see and just like really look at it?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
how long have I been in the fox form as well? Am I gonna like lose it in a minute?
Oh wait, is Ophelia
24
doing
hours.
some crazy stuff to the hobgoblin?
She's just breaking teeth.
All right, so you guys
She's
would
taking
know.
her trophies. She typically
You would
does that.
notice her dissecting the hobgoblin. It might be a little bit unnerving. But yeah, the crate seems like it was nailed shut. It looks like it was buried here fairly recently. Maybe there was a different cache here that they had exhumed and put this crate in recently with the ogre digging it up. But you didn't see any other crates in the area.
Okay. We'll open it.
All right, so do you have a crowbar?
I have a shovel.
Feely
Alright,
has
sure.
a crowbar, actually, but I mean, go ahead.
So yeah, you can use a shovel as kind of a makeshift thing. So you pry it open, and inside it looks like there is a bunch more food, as well as some other supplies. Again, this may have been scavenged from a nearby farm. Looks like there's food, some water. Yeah, just some general items that could be used for. You would find a rope in there as well, and some grappling hooks. But nothing all that valuable. Kind of similar to the supply cache you found in the barn, just much smaller. So what do you want to do?
Should we move on?
Are we going to another one or going back to the Chaur?
Quick
Well, we might as
question,
well.
DM. Question, DM.
Yeah.
We're out of battle, right?
Yeah.
Can Fila go ahead and cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, sure. Like a 10-minute ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
She doesn't need to ritual cast it. She's got the invocation that just lets her cast it whenever she wants.
Oh, right. She's got the that invocation.
Um,
Eyes of something, right? Eldritch Sight.
Yes.
So your eyes glow as you look around here. You would, strangely enough, it looks like there is some magical signature coming from the crate.
Fila will kind of like wipe off the blood like off her like skirt and like hurry over towards Quentin, looking crazy as usual, and like
Covered
just
in
starts.
hobgoblin blood.
Yup, looking mad crazy. And I think there's something in the crate. Move, 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 move. She kind of start digging through it basically to figure out what it
Okay.
is.
So, in the bunch of supplies, you would actually find at the bottom of the crate there are a couple of arrows. It looks like the arrows are magical.
Fila kind of just look at
Neat.
Dorano and just, do you want them?
I'd like more arrows. More arrows are great.
Let me see what they do.
You
Does she need
shoot
to
them at
cast
people and they kill them.
Arcane? Does she need to cast Arcane to see what it does, or?
I can identify.
Oh, sweet, nice. All right. Philia will go ahead and just hand them off to no one.
All right.
Karen or
So,
Trisha actually.
yeah,
Karen.
she's
Karen.
currently
I'm
Trisha.
still Trisha.
Trisha. Okay.
So, pulling the arrows out, you begin to cast Identify. Taking 10 minutes, I need a d20 roll. Because staying here might be dangerous.
Yeah, I'm just
Sure, it's
staying
fine.
on the road, keeping an eye out, and my Drake's just gonna start eating what's left of the destroyed orc.
Alright. Does anyone
okay.
have herbalism?
I think I do.
Quentin?
Yeah, I think
Or-
I do. Let me
So, Quentin, herbalism or knowledge nature trained.
I've got nature trained and I've got a herbalism kit.
Okay, so you actually, as she's doing this ritual, you would notice some rare herbs over here that you did not see before.
I shall go.
I should grab those.
It looks like a small patch of like a rare vine that can often be used to make certain potions. If you want to try to collect them, you can use either herbalism or your nature knowledge.
I've just got a herbalism kit as a tool. I don't see herbalism just.
That's what I mean. Your herbalism kit. That's a proficiency.
Okay. All right. Let's try the herbalism then. And it is wisdom.
So you can use wisdom or int. Oh, good roll. You managed to collect 100 gold pieces worth of nature components, or sorry, nature essence.
We should give that to Melody and the wizard.
Drew?
Dordu.
So Dordu.
Dordu.
So you would know, Quentin, that nature essence can be refined into nature components, which can be used to help in spellcasting or rituals. It can also be used to make potions, such as like a healing potion or, any type of healing potion, basically. So you collect that, the 100 gold pieces. Are you putting that in your inventory or in the party treasury?
I'll put it in mine for the minute, and then I'll decide what to do later.
Okay. So
Do you want?
collect that.
I can stick it in the party treasure.
All right, do that then. Stick it in there.
Okay.
Decide what to do with it later.
100
100 GP
herbal essences.
of a nature essence.
Oh, not herbalisses? Shampoo?
So, I mean, it's basically like a rare herb, but it's basically like a nature essence, what you actually collect.
I'm making a joke.
I know.
It went straight
Oh, no,
over his
I got
head.
it.
I got it.
I got it.
Thank
Herbal
you.
essence is the shampoo. No, it's not a shampoo.
We found 100 gold pieces worth of shampoo.
Yep, it's a very expensive shampoo. And as for the arrows, there are 10 plus 1 arrows in there.
Okay,
What?
nice. I'll hand them over to Daranu and just say, these are
I see.
fancy.
Arrow.
They're fancy. Well, they're fancy, but they'll make it easier to hit your target.
Yeah, you don't know if whoever put them in here actually knew they were magical. They may have just been leaving extra ammo. You're wondering where they got this, because these are actually somewhat rare. In any case, that's all you find.
What style are they in?
Do you have history?
Like what style? I do.
Give me a history check.
No, stay. Sorry, my dog's here.
They are 11 cycle elven arrows from an ancient empire that existed several cataclysms ago.
Fancy. They're old?
Yeah, that would make them several thousand years old.
Yeah, no, they're like relics. Magic relics.
You're pretty sure those weren't found on a farm. You wonder where they got these.
Huh. Are there any do I know of any like ancient elven, I guess, ruins in the area?
Probably not off the top of your head. You would have to do research to figure that out. But there must be if they got these arrows from somewhere, or they had them and just didn't know what they were. It's hard to say.
Well, I'm wondering if it's related to Blackwater's archaeological dig.
That's true. If they were working with him, maybe they were digging someplace and found these.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Just connecting some dots in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll kind of explain what I know about like the history and like what I know about them, and just it's really odd that these would be here.
Quick question, DM. What time is it?
Oh, well, cool.
At this point, it's probably about 7:10-ish, 7:20. It's getting late. It's getting towards sundown.
Okay. Philia will go ahead and look at everyone. Be like, so maybe we should probably get going, yeah?
Should we do we want to take out one more camp, or
We should probably sleep between here and the next camp.
or at least can we take a short rest? Because I don't know about you guys, but I feel fine.
Yeah, that was a pretty well executed ambush. I don't think anyone took a hit.
No.
It was, but it's getting late, isn't it?
Yeah. So maybe probably expecting an ambush anytime soon.
So I mean, I would say we need to get out of here, based off of some metagaming.
Oh, I don't want to stay where we killed them. I just don't think we should immediately attack another place.
I mean, that's not really metagaming. That's just tactics. If you just killed a bunch of your enemy, you don't want to just set up camp where their bodies are.
Yeah.
The smell of flesh. Mm.
The flesh isn't bothering me. It's the fact that the DM keeps making us roll d20s.
Well,
that's metagaming.
Yeah, sure, that part could be metagaming, but I mean, yeah, obviously they have maps to this this cache, so they could have more soldiers patrolling these areas.
Can we start heading towards the next camp then and decide on the way whether we want to camp out or
Sure.
attack?
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, let's move.
All right. So the group is moving out. Send you back to the world map. So most of the caches from here on out are in different directions. The closest thing would actually be the mini base, if you want to go looking for that. It's a couple of hours away.
We would get there about nightfall then.
That's Moonbiter. That's where you believe your old captain might be, for reference.
Yeah.
Should we head towards the checkpoint?
I don't want to get there tired.
True.
I mean, we can head like you said, like start traveling there like for an hour or two, and then set up camp somewhere.
Camp in the woods.
Yeah.
All right, sure. Yeah. If that's what you want to do. So you travel a few hours to get away from this site. As it gets dark, you set up camp. So to find a good spot for camp, generally you would use survival. So if I can get up to 2 survival checks from the group. Oh,
nice.
Quentin's on that.
I'm not gonna ruin that, so let that be.
Quentin the Fox digs like a 50-foot tunnel into a secret cave. Apparently,
Give me 20 minutes. I'll dig us a hobbit hole.
20 minutes. It's 6. You can dig it like 5 feet every 6 seconds. You need like 2 minutes, and you have like a.
I want to
make
a nice hobbit hole that's like one of the who is it? The one of the Baggins hobbit holes. So it's going to take me a while.
You
like
can create. Okay, yeah, you can create Bag End in 20 minutes. Sure.
Yeah. Whilst you're doing that, I will.
Fine.
What did you say?
I will tell him.
Whew. Okay, no, I was scared to roll survive. I'm like, oh man, she's not having a good sense of direction whatsoever. I don't think I know.
Hey, you rolled a 19. That's good.
Yeah.
As you're looking for a place to camp, I will tell you, like, just make sure we're not near any water sources.
Why not by water? Like, it's a good place to be. You get to bathe in the morning. You get to get fish in the night. You get to drink when you're tired.
Yes, but so do our enemies.
So I was gonna say, Quentin, you actually find a really well-hidden little patch of forest. It is near the river, though. Not the river near the path, but it's near like a river.
Just but like a stream.
Yeah, like a stream. It's pretty well it's very defensible and very well hidden.
Okay.
With a 24.
Okay.
I don't want to wake up as a hamster, so you can't sleep near water.
Why would you wake up as a hamster by sleeping near water?
Because pixies might find you and turn you into a hamster.
Wait, what?
Marcellinus looks confused
I will set
as
up.
well.
Well, you sleep near a river, and then pixies find you, and they turn you into a hamster for like 7 hours, and it's horrible.
I'm gonna set
up. Personal experience.
Go ahead. No one. What were you saying?
I'm gonna set up my alarm.
Okay.
In a 20-foot cube.
And were you saying something, Philia?
She was just saying that it sounds like personal experience. It sounds like a personal experience.
Yeah. No one else seems to know about the turning into hamsters by a river thing, as Duranu desperately explains this.
Like, Duranu?
Pixies will find you and turn you into a hamster if you sleep near a river. You can't do this.
They won't find you, and they won't find you because they're not here. But do you remember when I saved you twice and you said that you owed me because I brought you back from being unconscious? Consider sleeping here as one of the things you owe me.
If I wake up as a hamster,
I will.
You see
this? You see this? You see this wire that I'm putting up? It'll protect you from any pixies.
Yeah, you would see. It looks like Trish is casting some magic on the area. Maybe some kind of ward spell.
It'll let you know if there's any pixies in the area.
Okay.
Right. So
anyone want dinner?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how are you going to get food? Do you want to just eat rations, or do you have someone who can hunt?
I think Well, I think the box had a bunch of food.
That's true.
Oh.
Did you take any of that? The rations or any of that stuff?
I believe so.
Yeah,
You
I have
can,
it in the group treasury. Food and water.
yeah, you can
So,
take up to £167 worth of items on the horse.
so there was about 50 days worth of preserved rations in there. So you could have put that on your horse in the saddlebags, bring it back to town. There was about 400 feet of rope if anyone needs rope, and 5 grappling hooks,
I'll
As
take a
well as-
grappling hook.
as well as the ration or the arrows, of course. So if anyone needs any of that, I assume that the food goes into the party treasury to possibly give to the town.
Yeah.
But
I have like the rope, the grappling hooks, and the food and water.
okay, so you just kind of hang the rest of the stuff on the horse. But you are setting up camp, and even though this is very defensible, there's always chance of danger. So I need that D20 check.
I haven't done one yet. That's my first D20 roll.
Give me a D100 roll, please.
All right, how many pixies attack us?
How many indeed?
Good gracious.
Sorry, guys.
No. It's chance. We don't know what 2 means. We don't know what 11 means.
From the way Raven's talking, it sounds like it's pretty bad.
We get
A certain
attacked by a
death.
bunch of bunnies.
What direction
No.
is the ancient red dragon coming from?
Is there a phoenix as well? Can we describe the unicorn's horn? Is it?
You guys have some PTSD going on. You always think I'm just going to kill you.
Completely sarcasm.
Until you do.
I'm sure we can take whatever you set up against us.
Who is on midnight, or who's on night watch?
Philia and Marcy, I believe.
Okay, Philia, what is your passive perception?
Passive perception. That's a good question. Let me see. So you said it was 10 plus my trained, right?
10 plus your bonus, so that would be wisdom and plus another 2 if you're proficient in it, like your wisdom modifier.
So 16.
Oh, you are proficient?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And your wisdom modifier is plus 4?
Oh, plus 2. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, so 14.
Wisdom's at 14. Plus 2 is the modifier.
Okay. So...
Oh boy.
you are sleeping nearby this river.
Just saying, I make things exciting.
Oh gosh.
This is just going to reinforce Darren's opinion that bad things happen at rivers.
Totally is.
Like Darren is like up against a tree. You can see him lying down. He's got his bedroll at his feet with his drake inside it. And now
Okay, whatever we do not wake Daranu. Do not let Daranu know this happened.
It's going to be like one of those comedy sketches where everyone just fights around him, just like, shh, no.
Okay, it's still black. Oh, here it
Okay,
is.
so
Found it.
Philia and Quentin. You said Philia and who is awake?
Marcy.
Oh, Marsari. Okay. So... passive perception 12. Sorry.
Put the alarm spell up.
Give me one moment, as I was not prepared for this.
Oh boy.
Sorry.
wasn't prepared.
You should always be prepared for me.
I should.
Chaos.
I
And we'll...
will create.
Uh,
I will create chaos wherever I go.
so
the player,
where
the player, not the character.
Where did you put the alarm spell? No one. Go ahead and. It's
20. It would have been a
it's a
20-foot cube around. A 20-foot cube around where we're sleeping.
So you can go
I can't see
into the.
anything.
So if you go into the journal, you can pull out a 20-foot cube from the resources and just show me where you would have put it.
Around wherever we're sleeping. I can't see anything, so I have no idea.
Alright, here, I'll put a light source. Because you would... I assume you'd have a campfire going, right? So you can keep
Some sort of
things.
something or
Hopefully
other.
during the night.
Is it a full moon?
Oh God. You see Quentin transform,
So
his ass sparkling.
it's pitch black right now. When suddenly no one, you are... Did you make the silent alarm or the, like, blaring loud
silent
alarm?
No, silent.
So you are suddenly awakened by a ping in your head.
I still don't see anything.
Reloading and moving your map, going towards the left.
So it's pitch black out. You wouldn't see anything unless you have a light source out. You would probably see Philia sitting there. She probably looks at you as you wake up, looking maybe
map.
confused.
I don't see anything.
Well, yeah, it's completely dark. You wouldn't see anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you said we had a campfire going.
I thought someone said you weren't going to do that.
Durrani would say a campfire in the middle of the night is a blatant fucking "we are here" sign.
Yeah.
So typically a campfire is a bad thing to do during camping. But
You can light up a torch if you want, because you definitely, and now you would see a second ping, so a second creature has entered.
I have a. Do I still have my lantern? Because I know I shoved my bag out that window.
Your bag
you
out the
collected
window?
your bag.
Yeah, I assume you got it back.
No,
She's saying if
asked-
it's broken or not, because she.
Yeah,
Oh,
back out the window.
no.
checked it out a.
Well, I mean,
Because I checked it out a
lanterns.
second story window.
I'll say it's okay. It was only
Okay,
a
I will-
10-foot fall.
All right, I will light my hooded lantern.
Okay. So as you do,
Oh, I have a candle too. So I use one flask of my oil, right?
yeah.
that?
So you are kind of desperately lighting your lantern. Philia still looking at you with a bit of surprise. Trying to figure out
There's
what you're
something.
doing.
There's something out there.
Can you tell me where? Which direction?
The area lights up, and you would see two small creatures fluttering around inside the alarm. Give me initiative rolls.
God.
Do not wake up Daranu.
All of us, or just the people who are awake?
All of you, just in case someone wakes you up.
Okay.
Do not wake up Daranu.
I told you so. I told you so. I told you so.
We do not need any "I told you so"s from Daranu.
I fucking love you, Raven. That's perfect.
I was even gonna play him up. I was gonna actually wind him up in the morning. Damn it.
Daranu wakes up in the morning. We're all hamsters.
Like, hey man, so you were right.
The plan was before we woke up for Crimson to wild shape into a hamster, and then just to be sitting there when he woke up, just to squeak.
Squeak, squeak, squeak. Alright, so the pixie actually acts first. It seems startled as you've noticed it, and it is going to cast a spell.
See
it
you.
begins to chant.
Don't you do it.
Don't you do it.
Yeet.
And it vanishes. You can still hear it fluttering around, but you can no longer see it.
Okay.
That is it for the pixie. Durranu, you are sleeping still.
Passive perception of 12 until I fucking have a long rest. So
Yeah, so you're enjoying finally getting some rest. Another pixie is going. It will do the same thing, suddenly turning invisible as the light now reveals that it was kind of slipping around in the darkness. Off in the bushes, you hear some rustling. Off in another bush, you hear some more rustling.
Good gracious.
Moonbiter sleeping currently. You would hear some more rustling over here.
Good gracious.
Philia.
Let me go ahead and link this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Boom. I'm gonna do that right quick. Ophelia will go ahead and summon as a bonus action her Tentacle of the Deep.
Where are you summoning it?
I'm gonna summon it right here. Right here.
Alright, so the tentacle would suddenly come out of the ground again.
Where is the thing? Here it is. Okay.
Is it going to move or attack anything?
It's gonna just stay there and wait.
Okay. So that was a bonus action. Are you going to do any actions?
Oh, sorry, right here. Philo will kind of just run. Who's asleep?
Everybody but you and I.
Pretty much everyone but you and no one.
Philo will go ahead and smack Durano awake.
All
Damn
right.
it!
So you would jostle Duranu, waking him. You're all prone too, by the way, because you would all kind of be sitting down. Except maybe Philia and no one are standing at this point. But Duranu, you are prone and you are now conscious. Anything else, Philia?
Philo will kind of go, we need help. We need to start shaking him. We need help. Just start shaking. You were right.
Hey,
You were right.
There's
I was gonna
nothing to
say,
be
as soon
afraid
as-
of, okay?
As soon as Durrani wakes up, he goes, "Where are the pixies?"
Just a couple of lightning bugs.
No one. It's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna stab Moonbutter. No. I'm gonna. Well, I will.
go-to.
I will. I will kick him awake.
All right. So you
And
wake up
just, like-
Moonbiter.
Yeah, is that an action?
Yeah. It would probably take an action to jostle him awake.
Okay. And then I will activate my blade song and unsheath my dagger.
All right. Quentin.
I'm asleep.
Oh, you're still sleeping. So
Yeah, we haven't gotten to you yet.
You hear as you draw your dagger.
Wait,
There's a little.
DM, quick question.
Yeah.
Durano asked if we got a short rest or not.
I mean, you would have had the time to take one, so if you wanted to, you can spend a short rest and benefit from it.
Okay, that would be wonderful because I would love to do my arcane recovery.
Yeah, I mean, usually if you ask me before the long rest, just let me know. Hey, we're taking a short rest. We can. That's usually how you do it, but we can say you did.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a hit dice then, but not for me, for my Drake. But I'm gonna use my thing because it's the same.
Okay.
Cool.
So as you draw your dagger, no one. There's a little bit of a eep sound from over here, and you would hear something moving. And
We don't want any trouble. Just back off and.
Wait, quick question.
I need
Are
a
pixies fey?
saving throw,
Yeah.
and yes, they are.
Gosh dang it. Gosh dang
Uh,
it.
I need a wisdom saving throw on no one. Although you
Can
might
I
be
help
immune
you?
to this.
Can I help her?
What is it?
It's a polymorph spell. You're being turned into something.
Can I help her?
I don't.
No, I don't think polymorph because I think it's just a creature you can search.
Yeah, you're not.
Changer.
Can
You
you
don't
do-
have. the
I
thing
don't
that-
see anything. I don't see anything that would cause me to be. It's a wisdom. Sorry.
Yeah, so you can be polymorphed. I thought your type could not be polymorphed.
I
it's
don't
like
see
old.
anything that would not allow me to not be polymorphed.
It's just stuff like hold person that's like designed for a person that doesn't work on Fae.
Yeah. And you would need the immutable form trait, which they don't have.
Oh, okay. So that's something else. So no one suddenly poofs, and she is a little hamster.
However, the polymorph spell says explicitly the spell has no effect on a shape changer or creature with 0 hit points, so
That's
changelings
what it is.
are immune to polymorph.
Alright, so you'd feel weird. You know what the creature's trying to do to you, because you do it to yourself all the time. But you are able to block it because of the control you have of your body. So you feel as if it tried to do something like change you, but it did not work, which would make the pixie very curious.
I want to try to fake, like, oh no, I'm being changed. Oh no.
Okay.
I'm melting.
Duranu, what are you going to do?
Right. Duranu's going to stand up, realize that we're under attack by pixies.
You hear giggling
because of course
next to you.
And then he's going to use his Feywild connections and attempt to barter with these fairies. Like, we've got shit to trade. This doesn't need to happen. Chill the fuck out.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. So as you hear the giggling next to you, you would start to try to get them to calm down a little bit. You would hear... Let me see.
I'd say this in Sylvan, because...
That's what I was going to ask. Do you speak Sylvan?
Yeah.
So the creature seems a bit surprised, but it can't answer just yet. So for its turn, it says in Sylvan, "Lizard creature, how do you know our tongue? Who are you?" And you hear... you can't reply just yet, but you hear a bunch of giggling, all of you, within the trees to the north. Moonbiter, you'd be next on the initiative.
Just as a point, bonus action, Drake, wake Quinton up.
Oh, right.
Drake will then wake Quinton up.
So the Drake pushes Quinton awake with its nose.
What?
Pixies, obviously.
Moonbiter, what do you want to do?
I've been shaken awake. I get up. I hear a bunch of giggling and rustling, but I can't see anything. So I'll just and we don't have our armor on, right? Because we were asleep.
No, you could have your armor on. You can sleep in your armor if you think you're in a dangerous situation. It's not like older editions where you can't. At least I haven't seen any rules about that.
Okay.
Cool. I think there is a rule in 5e where if you sleep in your armor, you get like a level of exhaustion.
It's heavy armor only.
Yeah,
that's what I'm used to. Because I use heavy armor, so like the idea of sleeping in like chain mail is probably uncomfortable.
So you probably don't have your heavy armor on. So yeah, you probably don't have armor on.
So what I would do is oh no, that's fine. That's why I figured that was the case. But no, I honestly can't see anything because I just hear giggling and rustling.
Well,
so I'll just grab.
You would probably hear something in this area.
No, like I said, I hear the giggling, I hear the rustling, but I'm a little bit...
And someone just cast a spell next to me.
Yeah, you heard a chanting coming from down here.
I'm just honestly going to take the, just get my halberd out, and then I'll, ready action if, No, I'll take the dodge action for now, just waiting to see what's happens. I'll move right here next to no one just to try to cover him. But yeah, no, actually I'll move there. But yeah, then I'll take the dodge action.
So you would hear something in Sylvan from the bushes, which is basically Duranu. He has a weapon! He has a weapon! And you hear more chanting. Moonbiter, I need a wisdom save.
Gosh dang it.
Alright, so there is a poof of energy, and Moonbiter is a little hamster.
Okay.
What color is he?
What color are you, Moonbiter?
Brown.
Brown hamster. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Philia. And actually, you would now see over there.
I'll go with
it would probably have kind of revealed itself. A little creature here, giggling.
Okay.
And concentrating on something.
Ooh, is that so? Okay, well, Phila will go ahead and cast Silence
So just to warn you, silence prevents spells. It doesn't stop ones that have already been cast.
That is fine.
So where are you putting the silence?
Probably. This is the alarm spell right here, right? The little square that's around all of us.
Yeah, that's the alarm spell.
Is Trisha still concentrating or no?
I don't need to concentrate on it.
Yeah,
Sweet.
she doesn't have to.
Okay. How big it is.
And thank you for calling me Trisha.
I was like, wait, care? Oh, no. Well, probably right here, dead center, just all around us, basically.
Alright, go ahead and pull out the 20-foot radius and just put it where you want it. But that's it for Philia. She does her chant, casting silence.
Spell or cube?
It's the radius.
Fair.
Radius? Alright, this one, right? Okay. I believe so. And right here.
Okay. So there is suddenly no one can hear anything as the sounds of crickets and rustling of the night suddenly just go dead silent. It's very unnatural.
And that was my action, right? So I can't cast anything. Would my tentacles still be able to cast anything or no?
It can attack. It can't cast anything.
And I'll hopefully attack the pixie, slap it, I don't know, strangle it, do something.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
That would be just a regular attack, right?
Yeah, you have the macro I made you. You can use that.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Boop.
10. No, it would dodge out of the way, giggling as the big tentacle swings at it. Well, you wouldn't actually hear it anymore, so you just see it fly out of the way. And we are over 2 o'clock. This might be a good place to stop. Pick up with Quinta next time. So why don't we do? Did I skip you? Oh, Philia, I did skip you. So yeah, we can pick up with no one next time. Because it was your turn. I was just Philia was just attacking the tentacle. So why don't we do MVP votes and we can pick this up next game.
Everything I was planning to do, I can't do now because we're inside.
No, it's fine. We just need to. We can talk to the pixies, right?
No, we can't. We can't make a sound.
Or you can move out the area. That's it.
Oh, they can't actually see where the silence area is.
Oh, they can't see?
No, you only know where it is because you cast the spell. They would just be confused as to why they can't hear anything.
That kind of caused some chaos.
Sorry, how do you do the whisper thing again?
/W space GM.
Oh, /W. I was like W. I was like W/. Why aren't I seeing nothing?
Like that. Alright, see you next week, Moonbiter.
You've got to have some crazy fucking stories from the Feywild. And then one of us bites him is in the arse straight away.
So I have 4 votes. I think I'm just missing one of you.
Just me.
Oh, okay. So with 2 votes, Philia, you are MVP. Congrats.
The whole entire game, but alright, thank you. Thank you.
You could have just been entertaining this game.
Let me add that inspiration thingy.
Yeah, and we'll pick it up next week. Good job, everyone.
Boop.
A little bit of unexpected choices, but we may do.
I said we shouldn't sleep near the river, guys.
I more just meant like going after the random camps. I wasn't expecting that.
Oh, yeah, well.
Like a good idea.
Not a bad thing. Just saying.
It's really ironic. Just as soon as Ronda mentioned it, it happens to us, and I'm like, oh god, because I'm like, oh, they're Fae. They're Fae. That means we can't tell them our names. Like, we can't tell them our names.
Don't tell
I
them
was
your
planning
names.
in the morning to wild shape into a hamster and then scare the shit out of Durano.
Yeah, no.
You're
But, like,
welcome, guys.
I got
You're
woke up
welcome.
before we got turned into hamsters, which means there is a chance we don't all end up as hamsters. Like,
Actually,
as
I
long
mean,
as
I'm
they're
not
not
gonna
like,
be a. I'm not
if
gonna
I
be a
get turned into a
hamster.
hamster, can I still wild shape out into something else?
You're in the silence.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking anything.
Well, you
Wild
can.
shape works.
Yeah, you can.
Does Quentin count as a shape changer?
No, I just looked up. Druids don't count as shape changers.
No, I don't know if you can wild shape out of a polymorph. Because I think when you get polymorphed, you get the abilities of the creature you turn into. It's not like a wild shape. So you lose your ability to wild shape when you're polymorphed.
I love the fact that these random pixies also went for hamsters, unless they're the same. Shit,
It's
might
like
even
they
be the same.
read your mind.
Oh, I'm gonna talk to them in their mind, and then they
Or
can
they
stop
list,
being dead.
or they heard us talking.
They were
Possibly.
listening. But yeah, I'm going to take some notes. It was fun playing today, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Really enjoyable as always.
Oh man, why do I have the pixies?
Because Daranu brought it up.
The magic words. Cursing us
Man,
into our fate.
Man, I sure hope we don't run into any pixies.
Well,
They're by
it's
the
fine.
river. Stay away from the river.
Geez, Quentin, I thought you rolled really well on our campsite.
I did.
He did. He did, but Duranu spoke. No, just be glad I only said the pixie story, because Duranu's got a load of fucked up stories from when he was in the Feywild.
Gosh.
Fun.
Waking up as a hamster is the best case scenario.
I've literally just looked up if a druid who's polymorphed by an enemy can wild shape back to something else, and Mike Morales has said yes. So.
Who?
Do we care about Mike Morales?
I don't know.
Jeremy
It's just
Crawford
thinking
say?
of the search. So I'm just like, please. Well, I don't know. I'll say. But
Uh,
actually, I'm curious to see if I can.
I don't think you can, but I'd look for sage advice
Sure.
on it.
See, wild shape, you turn into a beast, right? So can you,
Mhm.
if you're a hamster, can you wild shape into like a fox?
That's what I'm thinking. Can I wild shape out of it, because I'm trying to
Like
think. 'Cause
not
I know
necessarily back,
polymorph
not
also
necessarily
does
back into
stab.
Quentin, but
No, it wouldn't be back to me. It'd be to a different animal. But I know polymorph alters my stats, but I don't know if it affects my feats, like your class features and stuff.
I thought it makes it so you basically have the stat block of the animal.
I believe so.
The stat block, but I don't know if it works for like you, because I think it's in the said that because if a druid gets hit by feeble mind, they can't cast spells, but they can still wild shape. So I didn't know if it's different that way.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the polymorph description again.
There's a class feature that lets you do it, like the racial ones, like.